start of the season. Another huge factor for this team will be how they respond to the disappointment from the loss in the first round. If you look at history, they had some disappointment before they won the Cup in 2022. So for them, thinking about how they come into this season being ready. We had a great conversation with Jared Bednar just before the game, and he talked about this being a mature group, and for them being able to handle that disappointment and turn it into a great performance for the season, sounding like his players are ready.
No doubt. Zakhar Bardakov is a name to keep in mind here tonight. He's impressing early on with the Avalanche.
Well, a big reason for that depth that Bednar was talking about is they do have so many talented players, but there is one potential roster spot available. Bardakov is the front runner for that spot in the fourth line in the center position. He's a player that has some good size. He competes well. He's come in and he's played the structure very well. There is a language barrier for them, but he's amazed. Jared Bednar told us on how well he's adapted to that and to come in and play just a solid style of play for them. Another player who could be in contention for one of those roster spots on one of your top 12 forwards is Gavin Brindley, a young player with a real motor. He can skate, he can move, he's had the ability to make plays. He's produced 3 goals in the preseason. So for these two players, you're thinking about a game like tonight, huge meaning for these two players.
Golden Knights moved on from Nick Hague and Nick Waugh in the offseason. Colton Sissons comes over from the Nashville Predators. He's expected to have kind of a gritty bottom 6 kind of role, something that has been a big feature for the Golden Knights in the previous few years.
Well, yeah, since we had the chance to chat with the coaches, we also had a very nice discussion with Bruce Cassidy. And here we are at the end of September, but he's already talking about how he wants his team to play in the postseason. And he wants them to potentially play a more direct style of play. Well, here's a player, Colton Sissons, who comes in and can be physical, can play with consistency. You look at his past 4 seasons in the NHL, he's had at least 100 hits and produced at least 20 points each season. So he's going to be more direct player and play in that fourth line role for them.
Meanwhile, for the Golden Knights, one of their top guys is going to be on defense in Caden Korczak. Korczak, a guy expected to get a bigger role this year.
Opportunity for him, no doubt. You have Pietrangelo that's out. You have Hague that's gone now. So this is a player, he was in and out of their roster a bit last year, ended up playing 40 games for them last season. But he knows this is a chance for him to come in and potentially crack that top 6, play on your third D pair. So wanting to prove himself and knowing he can be a solid contributor for this roster.
One of the veterans in the lineup for Colorado is Ross Colton, standing by with Nabil Kareem.
Ross, you got off to a great start last season, 8 goals in your first 10 games. How do you replicate that momentum this year?
Yeah, just come out, play with confidence. Had a good summer training, worked hard. It's nice to be back with the guys. And, so nothing changes really. Just come out, play with confidence, and, build off my line mates.
You got to finish the preseason first. What are some of the details the coaching staff are really focusing on right now?
Yeah, we got guys in and out of the lineup, kind of jumbled here. So, just go out there, have fun, play hard. Long off season for us, so get our legs underneath us, kind of maybe get some chemistry with a couple guys that, maybe we'll play with at the start of the season. So, nothing out of the ordinary. Just go out there and play our game.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
All right, 2 teams that believe they are deep enough to compete for the Stanley Cup. Most of the names on opening night already locked in. Who will make the roster in one of the last showcases in the preseason? We'll find out.
What is power? Is it control? Is it freedom? Or is it something primal? Maybe the better question is, how much of it can you handle? In every GMC Sierra EV. Act now to get $7,500 EV federal tax credit on select Sierra EV models. Or get 2.9% APR on 2025 Sierra EV Denali models.
Big news. DirecTV got hot.
Thought they'd never lose those pudgy satellite dishes? Well, now they're streaming and steaming.
They've never been more flexible.
Is that DirecTV?
You bet it is.
They've got abs now, too.
I mean, apps. And you can get it with or without a device. No strings attached. It's true. DirecTV got hot. Sorry. Not sorry.
Get live TV and apps starting at $19.99.
Fanapt iloperidone is approved for adults with bipolar 1 disorder with acute mixed or manic episodes. Unlike some drugs for bipolar 1 disorder, nausea, vomiting, and restlessness are not common with Fanapt. Fanapt may be associated with serious side effects. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis treated with antipsychotics are at increased risk of stroke or death. Fanapt is not approved for elderly with dementia-related psychosis. Fanapt prolongs the QT interval and may be associated with abnormal heart rhythm or sudden death. In 5% or more of people in clinical trials, heart rate increases, dizziness, hypotension, weight gain, dry mouth, stuffy nose, sleepiness, and increases in liver enzymes have been observed. These are not all the side effects. Talk to your prescriber and learn more at fanapt.com. By Vanda Pharmaceuticals.
Back here in Denver, preseason tilt between the Vegas Golden Knights and Colorado Avalanche with a week to go until the regular season kicks off in the National Hockey League. Alex Faust, Jen Botterill, Nabil Kareem here with you. Carl Lindbaum gets the start for the Golden Knights. He's expected to be their number 3 goalie to begin the season behind Adin Hill and Akira Schmid. 1 goal allowed on 11 shots this preseason. And Trent Miner, we'll see if he goes the full game here for Colorado. Lindbaum is expected to go the full game for Vegas. Scott Wedgwood will be backing up here tonight. Miner, who started 38 games with the Colorado Eagles, their AHL affiliate. Number 1 goalie in the American Hockey League during the regular season. Dustin Kemp, Corey Sivret, Trent Knorr, Ben O'Quinn, our refereeing crew here tonight in Denver as we get things underway, and the Golden Knights dump in the puck. Golden Knights, of course, Pacific Division champions yet again, a 4th Pacific Division title. They had the 3rd best record in the NHL during the regular season last year. There's Ross Colton, who fires one on the goal. It's gloved by Lindbaum for an early whistle. As you take a look at Bruce Cassidy on the Vegas Golden Knights bench, it was interesting, Jen, hearing from him about a more direct style that they're trying to play, but they also have a huge playmaker that they acquired in the offseason in Mitch Marner.
Well, absolutely, and it was really interesting to hear his comments about Marner and to say how his players will adapt to Marner's style of play, knowing he's a playmaker but also can move the puck very quickly. A lot of one-touch passing he's noticed and appreciated from Marner.
There's still an open question about who Marner is going to be paired with. Talking with Cassidy, he said they're trying with a couple different guys. He skated with Jack Eichel. That may be the opening night combination. An indirect pass to Tristan Nielsen, who doubles back along the far wall. He's checked by Alexander Holtz, the former New Jersey Devil, acquired in the Akira Schmid trade last summer. He'll be a player to watch for the Golden Knights here tonight, 26 in white.
Thinking early on, a couple good rushes by the Avalanche, one by Colton, one by Nielsen on opposite sides of the ice.
A play to the blue line. Jacob Megna playing against his brother Jason here tonight. 88 in white, the defenseman for Vegas. Jacob, both of them longtime pros, though maybe not full-time NHLers over the course of their respective careers. From the blue line, it's sent in by Jason Poland, one of several players for Colorado who cleared waivers this week. Both teams essentially are dressing their B teams here tonight. It's almost being treated, Jen, like a split squad game. They're going to be playing each other again tomorrow, and that's when they expect the A group for both to be playing.
It does. Just the reality of some of the preseason at this point in time. But you think about sort of their schedules ahead, and we also know that the Avalanche have a little bit of team building ahead. Looking forward to that. It sounds like when you're talking to their coaching staff.
And they're starting on the road in Los Angeles. Horzak moves the puck across. Ben Hutton, the veteran defenseman, a shot that's deflected off the end glass. Lifted up over the glass near side and perhaps directly out of play. Indeed, it looked like it was directly out of play, and it's a delay of game against Alex Gagne and the Colorado Avalanche.
Call play number 45, Jermaine Miner for delay of game, puck over the glass.
Look like it from up here. Apologies for the gremlins in our replay machine. We're working the cobwebs out here in the preseason too.
But prior to that, some good pressure and coming out to block the shot initially before the call was made.
Interesting that we're seeing this Vegas power play here, Jen, because that was something Bruce Cassidy mentioned to us that they're still trying to tinker with
to make some adjustments and coming through. Actually, for both teams, for them thinking in some key games in the postseason, needing that power play production at the most important times. So sounding like, along with thinking about overall team strategy, certainly one of the smaller aspects of their game that they want to focus on.
Vegas has not found a lot of goal scoring in the preseason so far. Just 6 total goals in 4 preseason games. Good strip of the puck there by Wyatt Amat.
Well, obviously a different look tonight, but you're thinking about that power play for Vegas, and Marner will be a huge part of that, and some of that chemistry that they're looking to find potentially with Eichel. Not a given yet, but you've got to think on that power play, some incredible looks that they could have.
Vegas had a franchise record in power play percentage last year, 28%, really good over the second half of the season.
And both Marner and Eichel had great point production on the power play last season for their respective teams.
Dylan Coghlan, second stint with the Vegas Golden Knights as he tried to rim the puck around. It's launched out of the zone by Joel Kiviranta. And Hutton will pick it up for Vegas. 50 seconds remaining in their power play as it's rifled in. Kiviranta is on the scene, as is Keaton Middleton. Might be battling for a spot on the blue line.
Well, Middleton with Gerard's injury, they're hoping he'll be back for opening night, but he could be potentially that 7D if they need him, if Gerard's not healthy in time.
Samuel Girard just hasn't been able to stay healthy throughout his career. Day to day, we hear. It's a breakup behind the net, allowing the Avalanche to send the puck out with Sam Malinsky.
If you're talking about those D pairs, and Malinsky, you know, likely being a part of that top 6 pairing.
Kolasar, straight line drive, backhand shot wide. Kolasar finding open ice right down Broadway.
Malinsky just wasn't judging the speed by Kolasar, didn't have the right gap, and Kolasar came in with speed to attack on the last rush.
0 shots on goal, Jen, for Vegas on their power play. Amat with the keep-in. To the middle it goes. It bounces away from Daniil Gushin. 75 for Colorado. Amat slides it across. Wrist shot blocked. Lonnie Attard, former Philadelphia Flyer.
And Attard, some good offensive zone positioning there. Didn't get the look on his first sort of attack on the rush, but then was ready for the pass across.
Here comes Gushin once again. Traded to Colorado in a minor league deal over the offseason. Puck stripped behind the net and worked up the near boards and out. Picked up at the red line, Jack Ashawn. And it's forced back in by the Golden Knights.
So we'll have to keep an eye on Malinsky. He just had a pinch in the offensive zone. So he's a player that's playing on his offside. And this is one thing when we spoke to Jared Bednar. This is an adjustment for him.
Giveaway from Colorado. Malinsky had trouble with it. Put on net from in tight. And Trent Miner is forced to freeze it.
And Malinsky's had a couple challenges here on the shift. We see him on the ice. And it's a huge adjustment for a player. He's a right shot, typically would play on the right side, but you think about the depth for the Colorado Avalanche on the right side of their D group, and for him making adjustments, how you're going to step up, and this is in the defensive zone, but it's in every zone, how you're going to pinch on that side of the ice, how you're going to break the puck out. So it sort of sounded like it's been an adjustment for him. They like the way that he moves. He's an undersized player. He can skate well. He has the intelligence, but an adjustment for him playing on that offside.
Tanner Lazinski carries it around the net. Trying to hand it off for Holtz. It's broken up and cleared out by Colorado into their bench. We'll take a look at Joel Kiviranta, a career high in goal scoring last year.
And so if we think about that chance by Kolasar, this is actually when Malinsky is on the right side, but he goes too far to the boards and doesn't judge the speed. I think as a defenseman, you're always trying to think about how you match the speed and match the speed of the attacker. That time he was just caught on his heels a little bit, and Kolasar jumps in to get a quality scoring chance.
The Knights win a face-off. Kept in by Korzak. Bruce Cassidy telling us we made an investment in him by keeping him around, and he made an investment in the team by being patient for a role to open up. Puck battle in the corner. Golden Knights lose out. Kiviranta interrupted, unable to exit the zone. It's given back to Vegas. A shot wide of the mark. Braden Bowman, 22-year-old rookie, had a pretty good look. Finally cleared out by Alex Gagne. Former captain of the University of New Hampshire, Gagne. Game like this here, Jen, when you're trying to audition for a role, how hard is it to not do too much? Just like that, maybe, in taking a penalty.
Well, that's it for... Well, Kolasar's not impressed. But I think for those guys, certainly vying for roster spots or proving yourself in the ranking system, there's always this fine line of the intensity, but still being smart.
Penalty here on Vegas. Keegan Kolasar will go off as he takes down Matthew Steinberg. Good opportunity for the rookie Braden Bowman moments prior.
All right. Same thing?
Yup. This is our year.
You know, if getting AT&T's best deal on the new iPhone 17 Pro without needing the most expensive plan taught me anything, it's that switching things up can be a good call. So how about we try something that's timeless?
Oh, yeah. Good call. Ooh. Get the all-new iPhone 17 Pro on us. Designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet. Most expensive plan not required.
Here we go.
When I was 6 years old, I broke my leg. I was younger then. Take me back to when I found my heart and broke it. Hit
Sorry, Dad.
Friends and lost them through the years. But I can't wait to go home and I'm on my way. I still remember these old country lanes. Watch the sunset over the castle. But I can't wait to go home.
Power play here for Colorado, and this guy might be a part of it during the regular season. Brent Burns brought in on a one-year contract by the Avalanche.
Yeah, 40-year-old, but looking like he'll slot in for their second unit. So continuing our discussion about their power play struggles in the postseason, that first-round loss, they went 3 for 22 with a man advantage. So knowing that they want to make some adjustments for consistency and making sure they can deliver, well, Burns has a presence and an absolute blast from the point to help that second unit. And the Ironman streak.
Yes, I was just looking at those numbers, but before we came on air, 925 consecutive regular season games played, fourth longest streak in NHL history. He's 3 games shy, Burns, of 1,500 for his career. Look out, Minor! Oh boy, he nearly put that in his own net.
That did look a little bit dangerous. Everybody's still working out a few of the kinks here to get ready for the start of the season. Look at the shot down, just takes the bounce off and for some reason goes off just the bottom of the blade, underneath it almost and in between his pads. But recovers nicely. Has a little chuckle afterwards. I got this, you guys.
Yeah.
All good.
Third appearance this preseason for Minor. 6th professional season out of Brandon, Manitoba. We saw that mark for the Avalanche during the regular season. Over the second half of the year, they were also tremendous. Off the draw, shot off the heel of the blade from Colton Sissons. Colorado will take over. They also made a coaching change in the offseason. Not with their head coach, of course, but they let Ray Bennett go, who was the assistant in charge of power play defenseman. They brought in Dave Haxtell, former head coach of the Seattle Kraken. Sent out of the zone by the Golden Knights.
His first opportunity, Haxtell, to sort of be a power play specialist and take control of that. And certainly from his comments and sounding like he has respect for this unit and these units, but also saying, are there some subtle adjustments we can make to be even better?
Jack O'Shawn makes a nice move, gets around his man. Handoff in the corner, couldn't be handled by Kiviranta. And it's swept out by the Golden Knights. Jack Drury, acquired in the Mikko Rantanen trade last year, picks it up and hands it off. Colorado reset.
And Alex, it's probably a Sean move and sort of his poise here with passing the puck coming up. That was one thing the coaching staff for the Avalanche mentioned. He's had a very good preseason. They've been impressed with his play.
Only a giveaway at the blue line. Malinsky recovers, and Colorado re-enters. Gushin for the corner. Hard around from Hutton and out. Not exactly a high event opening period. There's 3 combined shots on goal in this Colorado power play with 25 seconds left on it. Bumped in by Jason Poland, former Western Michigan Bronco. Around it goes. Malinsky again playing on his offside. Keeps the puck in the zone. Can't do it a second time though. Left shot defenseman from Lakeville, Minnesota, Malinsky. Played at Cornell in college. And that does it for the Colorado power play. No shots on goal. Jason Megna flips the puck towards net. Winds up in the protective netting behind the goal.
We think about the importance for these teams in creating some offense, trying to get the inside of the ice. Well, this is right off the face-off in the offensive zones for the Vegas Golden Knights. Excellent positioning by Sissons to find a little pocket of open ice and can't quite connect. Puck was a little bouncing for him. Tries to go off the skate blade, but doesn't get the shot he's looking for. Here's the Ashawn skill in the offensive zone. An excellent read to know where he can find the space, goes along the boards, and then dishes the puck. Nice heads-up vision for him in the offensive zone.
Yoki-doked Jonas Ronbjerg, who is expected to be competing for one of the final forward spots for the Vegas Golden Knights. Picked up neutral ice. Joe Fleming, 22-year-old rookie, stapled to the wall in the corner. Puck comes free. The Golden Knights flood the zone. Here's Sissons on the scene. Sissons dealing with the veteran defenseman Ronnie Attard.
So that's a great example for the Vegas Golden Knights of playing a direct style.
Here come the Avalanche into the attacking zone. A shot turned away by Lindbaum.
On that last rush by the Golden Knights, they have pressure on the forecheck. 3 guys flying in with speed. They win the battle in the corner, and they end up with a nice slot shot and a scoring chance.
Chipped towards the front by Jacob Demek, rookie from Slovakia. Kayuchaz, rookie from Alberta, unable to win a board battle behind the Colorado net. Here's Gushin, and he loses possession in the neutral zone. Kolasar pursues on the forecheck for the Golden Knights. Up the near wall, it's Cole Reinhardt. Stick check, the puck comes free. Here's Gushin, it gets by Korzak, losing his stick. A backhanded centering pass is cut off. Kept in by the Avalanche. Hutton retrieves behind the net. Gushin battling for the puck, nearly one out.
So it was a great back check by Lazinski to make sure that he got a stick on that puck, preventing that 2-on-1 opportunity from developing fully for the Avalanche.
Because Korzak was in trouble. Colton retrieves the puck behind the net. Former Stanley Cup champion with the Tampa Bay Lightning.
So that was Malinsky on his offside breakout pass that gets intercepted. Sometimes the challenges on playing on your offside.
That's twice now on that same play. Breakout near wing. This time Colorado is able to break out. Colton moves in, slides it across for Drury, who scores. Jack Drury lights the lamp for his first of the preseason. 1-0 Colorado.
Well, some great awareness, and you see Colton reading the play, how the puck comes out of their own zone, and quickly it's a 2-on-1. Excellent awareness to know where Drury is, and after they had just missed on their previous 2-on-1 on the line before them, look at Drury adjusting his body position to make sure he accepts that puck in between his skate blades, gets enough to get top shelf, and the beautiful shot.
Well, he's hoping he gets a full season under his belt this year.
Yes.
Hand injury last year compromised a good chunk of his season. And it's 1-0 Colorado on their 4th shot on goal of the night. Toronto with the keep in. Swept away from the intended target, Tristan Nielsen. The Knights dump it in. Nielsen finishing a check. Attard will pick it up. Feed it up the middle. Toronto bumped off the puck. Sprinting onto the scene, Nielsen. Tied for the team lead in goals in the preseason. He turns it over down the wall. We have a whistle here behind the play. It's going to be a penalty. Kiviranta will go to the box. Jack Drury gets Colorado on the board on a beautiful feed from Ross Colton. 1-0 Avalanche.
Take one defender. Add a large helping of sand. Mix in some rocks. Freeze to -40 for several days. Then soak in 35 inches of water. Bake at 122 Fahrenheit. Dress with 661 pounds of toppings. Finally, serve on a plateau of your choosing.
The DQ Sauced and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket comes in your choice of honey barbecue or new sweet chili, layered with flavor from the top, bottom, and everywhere in between. That's the Sauced and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket. Get it delivered today, only at DQ.
Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too. What's in your wallet?
Watch this. Let's face it. What a time to be making a hockey show.
Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped.
Let's know what they're in for here.
Here we are.
How scary are you guys? How scary are you?
What keeps you motivated?
I think winning. I don't really know any different.
Coach, how important is it to get some of these young players meaningful minutes here in the final week of the preseason?
Well, listen, we want to get our team together probably for the last 2 games. Some of our veteran guys haven't played a lot, so this might be their last chance. You don't know with injuries and how it's going to play out, but they've done a good job so far in camp, and here's another opportunity to prove themselves.
What kind of response do you need to see after that goal?
Well, our power play wasn't very sharp the first. We haven't been sharp at all so far, right? We're a little bit off. I mean, you travel in the same day, and so it's just be a little crisper, a little harder on pucks. I mean, we're capable of making plays, and these guys are all good players, so just bearing down a little bit here.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
All right, well, thanks to the Bill Kareem downstairs, grabbing Bruce Cassidy for us. Second power play for the Golden Knights. Didn't generate a shot on goal in the first one. Cole Reinhart tried to work it to the middle. It's swept away.
You see Bruce Cassidy making such an important point, though. The reality is injuries are a part of this game. So for all players, whether you're going to make the opening night roster or not, you do want to move up that depth chart to know that you can come in. You never know when your opportunity might arise, a type of player that needs to slot in. So there is a lot to prove.
Muskegon Colasar looking for a deflection short side from Reinhart. Holtz battles through the stick work and lost the handle in the end. Bardakov, who he spotlighted in the open, involved on the penalty kill. Holtz sneaks to the outside. Holtz short side, testing Minor. Colasar arrives.
Well, Holtz is one of those players, again, with a significant amount to prove. On a tryout contract, a highly drafted player. And Bruce Cassidy has told us he's a player that needs to find space, continue to work hard along the boards to create opportunities on the inside.
Centering pass for Hutton, faking the shot, gets a return feed, rising wrist shot, missed the net, guided to the corner by Alex Gagne.
The tough part for a player like Holtz is typically probably more of a top 6, top 9 style of player. But if you want to crack this roster, it's going to be on the 4th line. So can you adjust your style of play to play in a role in that position?
Well, the reality is, right, for this Vegas team, so much of their identity is based on balance, and you're going to need a guy further down the lineup who might have a different skill set.
Well, definitely. And certainly this is a team that likes to play a solid two-way game, and he's a player that has proven that he has, an offensive upside, but it sounds like they still need to see more from him, from being strong enough along the boards to win your puck battles, to then create those offensive opportunities at this level.
Holtz, who's on a PTO with the Golden Knights. A couple of years ago, he was a really good forward for the New Jersey Devils at 5-on-5.
Yes.
Avalanche kill off the penalty. One shot on goal for Vegas. Golden Knights looking for an 8th trip to the playoffs in 9 years as a franchise.
You know, they've certainly created a winning culture that draws players like the caliber that Marner is, that they want to come and play and be a part of it.
Puck intercepted along the far boards. Play would have been offside. Golden Knights try to come the other way. Of course, the Golden Knights super aggressive with their free agent moves and transactions. Big question for them. What's going to happen with Jack Eichel at the end of the year? He's going to be an unrestricted free agent at the end of the season. Don't worry about the here and now, I guess, but it's certainly looming over their season. Megna bounces the puck out.
Quite a few league-wide stories on that front and how the landscape has changed after today with the Kaprizov signing.
Bank-breaking news.
Yes.
Save and close from Lindbaum. Sent down the boards. Gushin tried to start a cycle. It's intercepted. Cleared up the wall. Not out. Kept by Adder. Makes the move. Gets to the back end. Adder doubles back. Moves it across. A one-timer wide of the target by Middleton. Out of the corner. Coughlin tied up. Lost the puck. Golden Knights still able to clear. Middleton in the foot race. Nearly gave it away. That's you, Cataford, 20-year-old rookie. Pressuring on the forecheck for the Golden Knights.
So nice forecheck by Cataford. Interesting young player for them. Has an offensive side to him. I also liked his academic presence. He's won awards in the Canadian Hockey League, the Junior League, for balancing hockey excellence along with academic excellence.
An opportunity there for Korzak. Golden Knights prevent an entry from Colorado. That stretch pass from Vegas that negated an icing seemed to catch Colorado by surprise. That generated their last chance. Colorado trying to get their forecheck going here. Bardakov wearing number 93 for the Avalanche. Involved on this line as Colorado starts a change. Bardakov pressuring at the top of their forechecking shape. Making sure Jacob Demet thinks twice. Tossed on to goal. Minor the stop. He'll move it along. Just Nielsen played with the Abbotsford organization out of the Vancouver farm system. Got to the Calder Cup finals. Shot by Kiviranta blocked. As we move closer to 3.5 remaining in this opening period. A bit in tight. Bardakov got it on the goal. How did he do that? And a save by Lindbaum. He's down to one knee virtually. Bardakov extending his shift here.
Well, you can see why they like Bardakov's skill.
Penalty coming up on Colorado. And it'll be touched up.
So you think about Bardakov coming and try to have an impact to prove that he belongs on their roster. Just a nice display in the offensive zone. Two close Vegas nice players. Gets the shot off.
This your bag, sir?
What gave it away?
Oh, you the Geico Gecko! I'm a huge fan. I filed a claim for my car with the Geico app. Only took 2 minutes.
Well, I mean, Geico's all about getting more than just savings.
The next time, how about less fluid ounces?
Fair enough. Oh.
You use this much serum?
Well, my skincare routine requires...
And a pump top? It's gonna make a mess. Well, I'm taking this.
You took all of them.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Have a nice flight.
A diagnosis doesn't define you. Even ATTR cardiac amyloidosis. You've come a long way. Your path was never set in stone. You charged ahead. So why would life with ATTR-CM define you? You have the power of choice. Attruby is an oral medicine used to treat adults with ATTR-CM to reduce death and hospitalization related to heart problems. People taking Attruby saw an impact on health-related quality of life and were 50% less likely to be hospitalized for heart issues, giving you more chances to do what you love with who you love. Tell your doctor if you're pregnant, plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding, and about the medications you take. The most common side effects were mild and included diarrhea and abdominal pain. If you have ATTR cardiac amyloidosis, ask your cardiologist if Attruby is right for you. It's time to get busy living.
What keeps you motivated at this stage of your career?
I think winning. I don't really know any different.
Back here in Denver, power play for Vegas, their third of this opening period. Bardakov is off in the box for Colorado. Cross-checking is the call. One-timer fought off by Minor. Big blast from Holtz.
Good puck movement off the draw.
Lazinski walks the goal line. Centering pass broken up. Lazinski gets it back. Checked by Middleton in the corner. Drury moves it out. Already we've seen an adjustment. Vegas going right to a trigger man off the draw and get Holtz open. There's Reinhart carrying the puck deep. Reinhart curls back. Feeds Korzak, blue line. Return pass to Reinhart. Slips it to the middle. Sissons had the back door available, but couldn't connect.
Oh, that's a nice read. Sissons saw Lazinski there on the weak side and couldn't quite feed it through. He knew he was open.
Better looking Golden Knights power play.
Much.
Coghlan to the back. Kolesar and Coghlan across the seam. Hutton had a double clutch, settle the puck down. Back to the point, Kolesar. Feed the circle. Bowman across, and it's deflected out of the zone. The reload, it'll be Ben Hutton.
Yeah, it's a nice puck movement. Even Bowman making sure that he's within passing range, supporting the puck to create some of those opportunities.
Cleared out by Amat.
That's what you want on the power play. You can't get complacent, so for every player to stay active, to make sure they're presenting themselves as a support to the puck carrier.
Hutton to steer it in. Minor plays the puck, gives it away. Holtz right on, saved. And Minor drops it back into play. Beg your pardon, it's Ronberg on the shot.
Yeah, Minor's had a few little bobbles of the puck, not looking so confident as the puck is sometimes coming in. Hasn't had a couple bobbles.
Yeah. 2 shots on goal for Vegas on their power play. The Nets moves it along to the back. Megna, a stick save by Minor. Puck is out of play. Final minute of the period.
So you're thinking about Minor and his ability to try to play the puck, and this is the giveaway. I mean, there's just too much pressure on him. He doesn't make the read that is coming in quickly. He doesn't have the time to make the pass that he wants to, and it leads to a grade A chance, but then he makes the save. And this was Sissons. He sees that Lazinski is over on the far side, wide open, but Brindley makes the intelligent play. This is when we talk about the Vegas Golden Knights off the draw. You've got to be ready. They win the draw, then we go from the point across and get off a nice, strong shot.
Alexander Holtz with that bomb. 4 goals in 53 games last year with the Golden Knights. Far cry from where he was 2 years ago with the New Jersey Devils. Battle out of the corner, won by the Avalanche. Indirectly to the line. Shot into traffic by Alex Gagne. Lindbaum was ready for it. Malinsky from the point, filters one to goal, swallowed up by Lindbaum.
Nielsen, probably 3 good touches there on that offensive zone shift. Gets a touch on the deflection there at the end, but positions himself well at the tops of the circle. Nice movement. So here's a look at some of those plays. There he is, one-touch passing, right? That often creates space. Malinsky knows where his options are, so before you receive that puck, and then he gets that look. Doesn't quite get it on net, but again, good positioning, and it ends with another look at the net in close.
23 seconds left in the period. Dumped in, Ronberg in pursuit. And he loses out behind the Colorado net. TJ Tynan, veteran of the AHL. former team captain of the Ontario Reign, the LA Kings organization. 8 seconds. Colorado loses out along the far boards. Colton won last battle won, but there's a hand pass whistled against Colorado with 2.8 on the clock. First period impressions here, Jen. I know a couple of players that we got the spotlight earlier, and it seemed like they're making an impact.
Well, absolutely. I mean, we've noticed Sissons, but I think this is a play where you see Brindley. This is on the breakout here towards the end of the first period, but he sees the player in the middle, to Milinski, and doesn't hesitate. I mean, that's a tough play at times, but knowing if the space is there, that's what you want, to have a good, clean breakout. So, you know what? Brindley's made a few good plays, doesn't get an assist on the Drury goal, but he made the play along the board. So he's a player that had a very good first 20 minutes.
Brindley, of course, trying to make the roster, 20-year-old rookie. 1-0 Colorado. We'll hear from Jack Drury, and we will talk the big news of the day. Kirill Kaprizov and a record-breaking contract. One free agent off the board for 2026. We'll see how that impacts the rest of them. Colorado Avalanche, Vegas Golden Knights, preseason action here on TNT.
Wait, don't do it! What? We're checking them off. Machu Picchu, swimming with sharks, skydiving, that's the plan.
I love the plan, and your Empower investment accounts are working as planned. But this is so... high.
Millennials, let's do this, cowboy. Ooh, bucket list, baby!
Get good at money so you can be a little bad.
You go first, I'll follow.
Empower.
Ponvory is approved for the treatment of relapsing forms of multiple sclerosis in adults. Ponvory lowers the number of white blood cells, lymphocytes, in your blood. Usually, this will return to normal within 1 to 2 weeks of stopping treatment. Ponvory can increase your risk of serious infections that can be life-threatening and may cause death. Ponvory can cause your heart rate to slow down, especially after you take your first dose. Do not take Ponvory if in the last 6 months you had a heart attack, unstable angina, stroke, or other severe heart conditions, including certain types of abnormal heart rhythm. The most common side effects of Ponvory include upper respiratory tract infections, elevated liver enzymes, and high blood pressure. Starting treatment with Ponvory will begin with the starter pack. Ask your doctor about Ponvory or visit ponvory.com to learn more. By Vanda Pharmaceuticals.
Come on, Paolo, let's work. Start to finish. Start to finish.
Here they come, led by Mr. Clutch himself. This young man is going to be good.
Come on, Kane, start to finish.
Start, I never stop.
This season is going to be a wild ride.
Need a new mattress but confused by all the options? We understand that so many choices can make mattress shopping overwhelming. And our sleep experts have the extensive training, unrivaled know-how, and advanced tools to match you with a perfect mattress. And right now, save up to $700 on Sealy, plus get a free adjustable base. So for the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy.
I don't mean to alarm you, but I think there might be a ghost in this house. Welcome to Halloween Baking Championship.
Baking in a competition like this is scary.
The ghosts are trying to sabotage me. Gold. You're a ghost.
All new Halloween Baking Championship, Monday night at 9. See it first on Food Network. Stream next day on HBO Max.
What do you get when you mix a banana, a firefighter, a tailgater, and baseball? You get Banana Ball on True TV.
That is beautiful banana ball.
This baseball game has taken the country by storm.
Over 65,000 fans on hand.
9 weeks of America's pastime with a twist.
Showtime.
We guarantee you never seen anything like this. Banana Ball on True TV, presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
Beautiful day in Denver, Colorado. Getting a little cooler at night. Hockey season is just around the corner, 1 week away from the start of the regular season. And, of course, the huge news today, Kirill Kaprizov and that contract impasse. It didn't last very long, and he broke the bank. 8 years, $136 million, most of it in bonuses, not even in salary, but at $17 million per year. That, I think, stunned everybody in the hockey world. Alex Faust, Jen Botterill, back here with you. What was your reaction seeing that signing?
I think, wow, that it certainly is a history-making day. It's a huge number. You think about a lot of players around the league, too, that could impact. But it is something where these top players, a player of his caliber, of Kaprizov's caliber, what he does for the game, what he does for the overall appeal, for drawing in new fans with his skill, with his play on the ice, what he does not only for his team, but the league in general. I think they're top players. The stars in the NHL deserve, I think, huge numbers. Did we think it was going to be this high? No, but it creates an interesting conversation for other players in similar situations.
Yeah, certainly for Minnesota, his value was evident. They couldn't afford to lose him in that way. But speaking of players that teams can't afford to lose, there's a really healthy UFA class coming up at the end of the season, especially with the new CBA coming up. The salary cap is going up. This is going to be fascinating to see where some of these guys land with their contract deals.
Well, you know, we could have a whole show on all of this. I mean, I think you have to start, though, with Connor McDavid and a lot of speculation on what he's going to do. The one big thing for this player, we know he wants to win. And he has come so close in the last 2 seasons in the final and not been able to come through and win the Stanley Cup. So how much does that tie into his decision-making? It's the biggest factor for him. And there are a lot of different situations. Does he do a smaller bridge contract? But for him, certainly knowing now what the value was provided to Kaprizov, how that impacts his decision, there is, I would say, already a lot of anxiety building for Edmonton Oilers fans and what he might do. But again, a player that deserves to be paid, but just interesting to see what direction he and his agent decides to go.
You know, who's really buzzing is all the hockey agents. They're just sharpening the knives a little bit.
Yes.
A couple of guys that are impactful for this game here tonight, obviously not playing here. Jack Eichel and Martin Necas. We'll start with Eichel here for the Vegas Golden Knights. He's a UFA. By bringing in Marner, there's a little bit less room going forward to keep a guy like Eichel. How will Vegas play this?
Well, how will they play it? I mean, there's also, you know, even some comments from Elliot Friedman, an NHL insider, to say, well, it is a no-tax state, so that's certainly a factor for them. And all the comments from Michael and how much he loves playing here. He's come to this culture where they are a winning culture. I think for a player, there's no doubt his value. Whether it's big games in the Stanley Cup playoffs, he performed incredibly well for Team USA at the Four Nations face-off. So this is an organization that's been able to draw great players of the most elite caliber and kept them here. But it will be an interesting discussion to see how that is navigated as the season progresses. But there's no secret he wants to stay. That's his approach.
No doubt. And there's still a lot of scar tissue here in Colorado from the Mikko Rantanen deal that didn't happen, resulting in a trade. So that then brings us to Martin Necas. And what do the Avalanche do? Are they still a little bit hesitant based on what happened then?
I think what we've heard is that they want to extend him. And he's come and he played very well for them. Certainly question marks on how it was all going to evolve with the Rantanen departure, but come in and played extremely well for them as one of their top players. So the Colorado Avalanche, they've expressed their desire to extend him, but it's just a matter of time and if they'll come to an agreement.
Meanwhile, across the league, injuries are part of the story here in the preseason, especially for the defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Alexander Barkov on the first day of training camp. ACL, MCL, might be out for the season. We knew Matthew Tkachuk was already going to miss the beginning of the year. How big of an impact is it for the defending champs to miss these two guys?
It's huge, no question about that, but the Florida Panthers, they're the two-time defending Stanley Cup champions, and they also have a lot of depth. So these are two huge losses for them. But you know Tkachuk will be back, whether it's December on the time frame they're expecting or a bit later. Barkov, they're expecting to miss the entire regular season. But who can step up? Well, you think about their story in the postseason. I mean, they had their top 9, their top 3 lines were almost exactly equal in terms of point production. So when you have Verhaeghe and Reinhart and Bennett and Marchand who can step step up, I feel like they can carry the load. You have Lusterinen and Lundell, who are on their third line most of the time, not far behind that list of the other guys. So you have a lot of depth. A team was very much focused on a collective production approach. So I don't think you can count them out of the conversation of being Stanley Cup contenders again. If you ask any one of those players, they believe they can go for the three-peat.
Paul Maurice wouldn't have it any other way. No doubt. All right, it's 1-0 Colorado here. First intermission in Denver. Jack Drury, the lone goal scorer for the Avalanche. Nabil Kareem standing by with Jack Drury when we come back to Denver right after this. You're watching the NHL on TNT.
Room for 6 full-size passions. The Lexus TX, 3-row luxury. A car that doesn't elevate everyone's experience is a car that stops short of amazing.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can it keep me warm when I'm cold?
Wait, no, I'm always hot.
Sleep Number does that.
Can I make my side softer?
I make my side firmer. Sleep Number does that. Your ideal firmness and effortless comfort all night.
Can it help us sleep better and better?
Please.
Sleep Number does that. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Welcome to Dave & Buster's Game Day HQ, the best place to watch every play. 10 wings for $10. Nice move. Watch every game with Game Day deals at Dave & Buster's.
Seeking. The unsatisfied. Emotional. Defiant. Those who take things personally. Seeking. Exceptional people to do exceptional things. Seeking. Those who won't rest until there's enough of the medicine they make for everyone who needs it.
If the peanut butter in a Reese's could talk to the chocolate, what would it say? You complete me. Should we start a podcast? Who does your ridges?
Where are all the animals, Dad?
Don't know, kiddo. Just not our day.
It's a rare thing when someone you've been with for so long finds a way to surprise you. It's like discovering E-Trade's easy-to-use platform now comes with expert insights from Morgan Stanley to help you navigate the markets.
Mom can speak walrus?
There's nothing like college football. I've got to love everything that comes with it.
How you feel? I'm excited to play football.
The Cowboys ride into the Arizona desert. Coverage begins Saturday at 2:30 on TNT. Presented by Modelo.
Things happen here. No one really talks about it.
Something bad's coming.
Back here in Denver, 1-0 Colorado. Jack Drury, the goal scorer, standing by with Nabil Kareem.
Jack, you got the opening goal there. Break it down for me. How did that come about?
Good rim by whoever the D was. Brent's made a great play on the wall, and great sauce pass by Ross.
I know you're looking for a bigger role this season. What are you trying to show the coaching staff throughout this preseason?
Yeah, I think I got more offensive ability. Got to bring that to the table, and then just still being sound defensively, good on draws, do all the right things.
Thanks, Jack.
Appreciate it.
Let's look at what led to the opening goal here for Colorado, Jen.
Well, Drury mentioned the breakout pass, and you think about Malinsky in this situation, had to be persistent because he tries to make the breakout pass early in the shift. It doesn't work. Next time he comes up, it's a harder pass off the boards. Brindley makes a smart play to tie up the Vegas Golden Knight player, so that then you create the 2-on-1. So Colton and Drury make the read together, attacking with speed, great positioning, and they have the nice finish by Drury, but it's the plays by Malinsky and Brindley that helped out.
Oh, Brindley, a player trying to crack the roster for the Avalanche. A 1-0 lead for Colorado. We'll be back to Denver right after this.
$7 for a coffee? Nah. How about Sonic Salted Caramel Toffee Iced Coffee with cold foam for only $2.99? It's the fancy without the pricey. Better yet, try it for free with any purchase in the Sonic app.
And Doug.
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds.
Leave him! It's a mascot!
Oh, what's this? A fan has run out onto the field and he's not wearing pants.
Do birds need pants?
And the control room censored it.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
A successful shindig doesn't happen by accident. It's a choice. Walmart Plus members get free delivery on more than just groceries. So I can order up Gouda and a good time! Who knew, who knew? The world is your oyster.
Who knew, who knew?
My focaccia calls.
Whoa, Walmart Plus lets you choose from 2 streaming services?
Choice is everything.
Who knew, who knew?
Become a member who knows better with Walmart Plus.
We're surprising fans with a Twisted Tea drop. We're celebrating fall with the smooth, refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Just 49 keys inside a metal thing from 1958. Or it's the first step to becoming a writer, and your book gets turned into a movie by your favorite director, aka new best friend. Or becoming a chef who makes croissant nigiri. Or starting a travel scene that takes you from South America to Scandinavia to, hi.
Oh,
visa. Whatever you want to be, one step can take you everywhere you want to be.
I'm considered the finest marksman in the world. I cherish peace with all my heart, no matter how many people I need to kill to get it. We are the 11th Street Kids. No one will ever break us apart.
Time to save the world.
You ready for the next adventure, pal?
Keep on, keep on.
College football on TNT Sports. It's on the Cardinal.
There's nothing like college football. Gotta love everything that comes with it.
How you feel? Go get him.
Making the moves, get out of the way, we coming through. We got this, never stopping, and we won't lose, no, we can't lose.
Big things ahead of us.
Big 12 football is on TNT Sports. It's in the name. It's big.
Mentioned it at the beginning of the day. We are honored to have a future Hall of Famer with us here today. Jen Botterill, 4-time Olympic medalist for Team Canada. National champion, Patty Kazmaier 2 times over. It's another day at the office for one of the all-time greats. First of all, Jen, we worked together for several years now, but just congratulations. What an incredible honor.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Alex. I'm truly humbled, really honored to be joining the Hockey Hall of Fame. I think the best part has been reconnecting, right, with friends, with teammates, with coaches who have been a part of the journey. So, yeah, the Hall of Fame induction's coming up quickly, but it's just been, I think I've been overwhelmed with the response of people that have reached out. So, really, I've been really touched.
How'd you find out? What was that phone call like?
So funny. I'm at my parents' cottage. We're out on the boat with my girls and my husband and just sort of enjoying the start of summer vacation. So eventually, through the hockey world, my brother had to message my husband and tell Jen to get on her phone. So I get off the boat, and I've missed 6 calls, and I'm wondering what's wrong. And so I call the number back, and then I get through the boardroom. And so I'm in tears, and I head down to the dock, and I can tell my parents right there, who were obviously such a big part of growing up. So to share it with them and my kids jumping on the dock, it was a pretty special moment. Lots of happy tears.
Oh, that's awesome. Now comes the hard part, figuring out who to invite, how to get everybody there.
Yes, lots of fun planning. I mean, the Hockey Hall of Fame has a great agenda of several events for us in early November, so looking forward to it all. And my kids are too, which is a really neat part of it.
That'll be awesome. Underway here in the second period here in Denver. Alex Faust, Jen Botterill, and Bill Kareem here with you. 1-0 Avalanche. Vegas, we were talking about it earlier, 3 power plays. Didn't look sharp on the first 2, a little bit better on the second, but something that has been a work in progress for them. Let's see if they get another opportunity here as the game goes along. Swatted along the boards. Tanner Lazinski testing Minor. Colorado unable to clear. Coughlin fires, safe, rebound, score! 3 or 4 chances for the Golden Knights, and Lazinski was right on it. Vegas has tied the game.
And that's just a hard work goal that ends up being scored. And you think about persistence, and Lazinski, we've noticed a bit. He makes the initial rush, but then you have to continue to work. And there are 3 Colorado Avalanche players that have goal side positioning, but you have to make sure that you get your body available and your stick available. So that's exactly what Lazinski does, just above the crease area, to out-battle and outwork to make sure you're strong enough on your stick, and he gets rewarded for it.
Tanner Lazinski, 28 years of age. He's been a point-per-game player in the American Hockey League, but hasn't been able to break through here at the next level. He spent some time with Philadelphia. His second season with the Golden Knights. Shot saved is made by Lindbaum. Colorado pursuing the puck, and it jumps out of play.
Holtz from Kaufman at 56 seconds.
Lazinski, one of these guys where depth is going to be important. A 6th round pick out of Ohio State back in 2016 with the Philadelphia Flyers.
Think about his production. You said he hasn't been able to crack through to be consistent in the NHL level, but he 37 points in 41 games in the AHL last season. So consistency there. But it can be a different story at the NHL level.
Vegas wins a face-off. Dumped ahead by Cataford. Tried to sidestep past Attard. Middleton, a rim that goes nowhere. Shot from the perimeter blocked. Kometz, hard around. Megna, sticked away by Minor. Chaz protecting the puck, absorbing the contact. Attard moves the puck along, poke free, and skated out. Steered in by Jason Poland. Well, we have a whistle here. It's going to be a penalty. A hook.
Power play getting a few reps here tonight.
7, minor penalty for hooking.
Well, as we talked about, something both teams want to work on, so maybe not their rosters, they'll have an opening night, but it's just one where you're trying to keep your feet moving, but you've got to make sure you've got the right positioning and you can't get your stick in there.
So the second power play for Colorado. Now there's Dave Haxtell. We were talking about the coaching change the Avalanche made.
Well, absolutely. The assistant coach now for the Colorado Avalanche, and we know that he is working closely with the power play units.
Colorado looking for something here. Shot filtered towards goal. Drury is boxed out at the net front. Drury picks up the puck, hands it off to Tynan.
Korzak battling hard.
Tynan behind his back. A Sean from the point. No look pass to the far circle. He'll get a return feed. Gavin Brindley shot swallowed up by Lindbaum.
Well, you see Korzak battling there with Drury to make sure that he's not going to be comfortable. If he's going to try to position himself in front of the net, he's going to make it hard work for him. And you see Drury kind of spinning away from pressure, has his own little mini cross-check on the battle. But this is, of course, Korzak. And that's what you have to do. Make sure that stick's not available prior to that. Again, some physicality for them, but a smart play by Korzak, because you don't want the offensive player to have the ability to connect with the puck and making sure his stick is tied up.
Well, Korzak's going to be an important piece. This shot ricochets into the netting. We talked about it earlier. Vegas, although they are fairly set on their blue line, still with a big hole. Without Alex Pietrangelo, who announced in June he was stepping away from hockey, he did leave the door open this week by saying he's opted not to have surgery yet on that ailing hip. The rehab program has helped, but still a big absence for the Golden Knights on their blue line.
But it certainly sounds like Pietrangelo plans to be around the team a lot. And that's what you think about a player with Korzak and the guys he's been able to be around and to learn from as well. I mean, Pietrangelo, what an interesting evolution of his story, from people believing he's stepping away from the game, and now him not ruling out the possibility of him coming back to play at some point this season.
Get off the glass. And Drury banks it down the wall. Colton off the cycle. Tynan to the back. Sean surveying, walking across, shooting, deflected wide. Tynan picks it up at the half wall. Notre Dame alum. Sean walks across, fires off the glove of Lindbaum and recovered at the side of the net by Megna, who could not clear. Drury gloves, poke check by Megna.
Well, another couple of solid plays by Sean, just walking the blue line with speed to get the shots off from the middle of the ice, where your best angle is.
Under a half minute remaining in the Colorado power play. Banked off the glass and secured by Malinsky. Playing on the right side. Carried in. Kushin up the boards. Malinsky opens, passes, off a stick, and this hits the post. Jason Poland following up the ricochet, drew iron. 3 shots on goal, not including that post from Colorado on the power play. Malinsky walks the line, high cycle, and a shot from Gushin is blocked out of the zone. Fired ahead by Miner. Here come the Avalanche moving in. Shot fought off by Lindbaum. By Felleberg, rookie from Pembroke, Ontario. Miner moving the puck here. And this will go all the way down for an icing against the Avalanche.
Some good offensive pressure by the Colorado Avalanche. And you look at the first one here. And this is Malinsky from the point. Sort of fakes the pass and then ends up getting it through. Here's the one that just goes off the post by Poland. And then after that, here's another look at it. The bouncing puck. He gets all of it. And it goes off the post and out. This is a one-touch pass. This is thinking ahead. And then he knows he's got the player with him to come in and get a shot off the wing. But I just love that one-touch pass.
Puck gloved by the Bandits. Up the zone for the Golden Knights. Jason Megna chips the puck up the far boards. Apparently it is the 6th ever meeting of the brothers in a hockey game professionally. They have circled each other's orbit, both in the NHL and the AHL for a while yet, but haven't had many opportunities to unite on the same sheet of ice. This shot deflects wide. Back door, there is Megna. Jacob putting it on goal. Nabil, you have more?
Yeah, the Megna brothers, they're an interesting story. They did not grow up in a traditional hockey home in South Florida. Their dad, Jay, was an NFL defensive back, and their mother, Jacqueline, was a water polo competitor. It's not until they moved to Northbrook, Illinois, that hockey became a point of interest for them. Jason said he went to a birthday party skate that got him hooked on the ice. That was at the age of 7. From there, he asked his dad to sign him up for hockey. Now, Jacob, who's 2 years younger, eventually followed suit. They were eventually allowed to play football at the age of 12, but it was too late by then. The Megna brothers had already found their love with hockey, guys.
That's awesome. Jason, former captain of the Colorado Eagles. Jacob, a tweener player his whole career, part of the Panthers organization last year, was effectively a black ace. Their farm club went to the Calder Cup final in Charlotte, but he was with the big club, so didn't get a chance to win a ring with either one of them. His name, well, he has a ring. He's with the organization. His name is not on the Stanley Cup, though.
Also went to a prep school, Tabor Academy.
Yep.
Always celebrates their hockey stories and following their journey as alumni.
You need those types of players in your organization too. You know, veteran experience at different levels, and played in the postseason at different levels as well. Jason Megna helped carry Colorado's affiliate to the Calder Cup playoffs last year. Undrafted out of Nebraska, Omaha. Golden Knights to start a cycle. Alex Gagne behind the net, canceled his man. Vegas still holds possession here. Holtz twisting and turning along the wall, feeding Hutton. Hutton shot off a stick, lobs to net, fought off by Miner. Scooped up by Holtz, makes a move, dishes across the seam, couldn't be handled by Cataford. Lazinski Good shift here from Vegas in the attacking zone. Poke free back to the red line. And Colton will pick it up. Serving it across, batted down by the glove of Sissons. Golden Knights take possession back. Shot from the outside. Minor got a piece. Foot race out of the zone. Bardakov looking to track it down. Colorado looking to start their forecheck. Kiviranta shouldered off the puck. Strong play by Sissons. Colton Sissons. That's given away here to Kiviranta. Shot block. Colton Sissons coming over in a trade in the offseason with Nashville. He starts the breakout here. Handing off the puck to Cole Reinhardt. Short side attempt. Sean is there defensively for Colorado. Here's Kiviranta. In over the attacking line. Waiting. Passing. Shot by Malinsky. Saved by Lindbaum. Colorado with another chance.
Sean almost gets the rebound on the weak side, and that play started in his own zone with a nice smooth skating breakout, and then joins the attack.
Poland cross ice for the breakout pass. Lucian able to get it deep. TJ Tynan centering pass. Wrong-handed Poland. He'll move it to the point anyway. Around the horn, Adard. Shot wide of the mark. Picked up by Megna and lifted back out. Will it be icing? Yes.
What keeps you motivated at this stage of your career?
I think winning. I don't really know any different.
Nearing the midway point here in Denver. We expect that Carl Lindbaum will get the majority, if not the entire game for Vegas. Colorado wins the faceoff right in front of him. Megna. The Mets cross in front of him. Shields the puck along the wall, pinning it to the kick plate. Dug free by Matthew Steinberg. Colorado keeps possession. Adard across, looking for Megna. Might have taken a deflection on the way. Megna down the wall, fires, and it bounces right back out to him. Steinberg. And a brace for the oncoming Comets. Walked off the wall. Here's a chance for a Mott. And he breaks his stick. Colorado with some pressure here.
I had some pressure. Some seams too. Very nice offensive zone, puck possession time.
Avalanche, of course, one of the top offensive teams perennially. Vegas, top 6 as well. Both teams averaging more than 3 goals per game last year. Another icing here against the Avalanche.
And you see Brindley almost skating off that icing call. Didn't quite get it that time, but really noticeable is his speed. And so earlier, this is some nice battle that he had in his own zone, but then attacks. He reads the play, then look at his speed through the neutral zone, and Colton knows he's attacking. It doesn't get through, but you see Brindley there, clear and open on the far side post. Great examples of his motor and his speed.
That's why they liked it. That's the word that Chris McFarland and Jared Bednar both said. Shot blocked to the top of the zone. There's Brindley again getting involved. 20 years of age, from Fort Myers, Florida. Part of the trade with the Columbus Blue Jackets, sending Miles Wood and Charlie Coyle to Columbus. Appeared in 1 game with the Blue Jackets, Brindley. Malinsky without a stick here.
Showing himself very well. I mean, he's playing on a line with Colton and Drury, but certainly holding his own. That's what you want as a player. If you can get the chance to be surrounded by other skilled, talented players and prove that you can play at their speed and level and read the game with them. And he's done a pretty effective job so far tonight.
Colorado, though, piling up the icings, and Vegas happy to take that territory. Sam Malinsky will get a chance to go to the bench for a stick. Come back out there, though. Malinsky, who made the team out of training camp last year, but in a different position this year because they don't have any room on the right side of the Colorado blue line.
Got McCarr and Burns and Manson that are going to be on that side, and they feel like he has the ability to adapt and play on that left side because they want him in the lineup, even though he's got the right shot. And that's going to be a learning curve. You know, they're absolutely to adjust, make the reads, making sure you're putting yourself in a position to execute those passing plays and to jump down effectively.
Holtz with the takeaway, shuffled towards the front of the net, swept away by Minor. And here is Malinsky to break it out. Will gain the red line, and Colorado's offside. No matter, they needed the change, and it takes us to a TV timeout. The Golden Knights have tied the game here in Denver. Tanner Luzinski gets the goal. 1-1.
Rolling sound, quiet.
Reset. Hi, I'm referee number 2. So sorry I'm late. Violation. Red card.
And cut.
Moving on.
So this is your car, huh?
Yeah. Bye, guys.
How much are we paying this guy?
Lease the new 2025 Tiguan S for $279 a month. Limited inventory available.
Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too. What's in your wallet?
Who's ready for a deal? Now you can order a footlong in the Subway app and get another for just $1. That's right, Subway MVP Rewards members. Just $1. Get your favorite sub plus one. Subway. Eat fresh, feel good.
I'm not really one for the spotlight, but there is some gravy to be had. You know, I always seem to get primo parking. But you don't have to be a VIP to get more than just savings with Geico. Every customer gets tip-top service with 24/7 fast, friendly claim support.
I never do this, but could I get a picture?
Yeah, it's not like you run into animal celebrities every day.
Stop! It's Doug the Pug! Doug!
I stand corrected.
I literally never do this.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
There's the Sphere in Las Vegas. And that is where we will be next Wednesday night for our first night of the regular season. You know, the Backstreet Boys, Jen, have a residency. I think it's about $500 to get in the door. You can just watch these guys with a cable subscription. Our boys will be back. A doubleheader on TNT. The Bruins and the Capitals. Ovechkin going for 900 goals. And then the nightcap, the Kings and the Golden Knights.
Wow. Our boys do look ready. They're back and they're ready.
They've had plenty of makeup done and they've spent time on the beach this summer.
Oh. Well, nice way to start. A Vegas Golden Knights team that every year, but certainly this year, they want to win the cup. Big aspirations. Mitch Marner, the new addition.
Yep. I think Colorado too. You know, same kind of feeling there. You know, with both of these organizations. You know, Bruce Cassidy was essentially saying they're tinkering at the margins.
Yes.
It's the same thing that's going on in Colorado. These two teams that had disappointment last year, but felt like they were cut down way too soon.
Absolutely.
Colorado has only advanced beyond the second round once over this last decade, where they've been a perennial playoff contender. That's when they won the cup in 2022. I'm curious, it's blowing a tire in the corner here is Korczak, and a chance out in front denied by Lindblom. Gushin on the doorstep after Korczak lost an edge. Just to finish that on Colorado, having their captain in the fold with Gabriel Landeskog to start a regular season. And then you've got Natchez back here to start a year. And all the guys are back, Nichushkin, et cetera, et cetera. This is a deep enough team right now.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Who's shooting for a shot? And that's gobbled up by Lindblom.
I feel like you can't probably say enough about the potential impact of Landeskog. I mean, what a remarkable story for him to be back. His presence around this team, how grateful he is to be back. And and you think about just his leadership. He's going to lead that second line, and you think about his career and his timeline, and things didn't necessarily go according to what he had planned or anticipated for a return to play, but last spring did so. Came in and was able to play. Just incredible.
I mean, incredible. There wasn't a dry eye in the house when he's taking warm-ups.
Definitely.
And contribute a goal in that series in Game 4. Colorado wins the draw. Shattered stick from Amat. Winds up in the corner. Amat's going to get a new one from the bench. Delibert starts the cycle. On the opposite side. Steinberg here, who had a long injury layoff last year. Injury wiped out most of his season last year. He had a cup of coffee with the Avalanche. Landeskog, the captain for Colorado, made quite an impression early in the preseason to announce, okay, he's ready to go. Yes. Game number 1.
Yes.
You know, Cale Makar takes a high elbow and he sticks up for his teammate.
I know. And he fights, and he gets an assist in the preseason to fight.
Bowen drag move here from Fleming. They score. Joe Fleming, his first goal of the preseason, has given Vegas a 2-1 lead.
That is quite the individual effort by Fleming. And you think about kids working on this skill, the toe drag. Well, this was a sell that he makes. He's scanning the zone to see what his options are and fools Malinsky and just walks in with the toe drag. Look at this, the wide stance, drags just underneath Malinsky's stick. He's got the wide base, so not really knowing. It's a tough one for a goaltender to read. What's he going to do? Is he going to deke again? Makes the shot, but just a pretty move by Fleming.
You don't think the preseason matters for these guys? I mean, this is an opportunity. The opportunity for a guy who's started his career in the ECHL, undrafted. What a move, too.
Very nice.
And we've had the spotlight on Malinsky all night for Colorado. Vegas is offside here. Joe Fleming, a little flash here with the toe drag as he dekes Malinsky. Clean finish, 2-1 Vegas.
Boundaries are healthy. That's why I set my phone to Do Not Disturb when I'm shopping at Kohl's.
Silence your phone. Kohl's Friends and Family Sale is on. Save 20% on finds for you and your family. Plus, earn Kohl's Cash at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. This is Buick. Now. Buick. Exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR on these 2025 Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $3,000 allowance on Encore GX.
Check their new game day fit. Oh, snap. DirecTV got hot.
That's right. DirecTV is flexing with all those pro and college games at your fingertips. This ain't your dad's cable, son. It's Couture.
Okay, thank you so much. I was about to say that. It's Couture.
The DQ Sauced and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket comes in your choice of honey barbecue or new sweet chili, layered with flavor from the top, bottom, and everywhere in between. That's the Sauced and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket. Get it delivered today, only at DQ.
There's something important I need to tell you. I should have said this a long time ago. Is now the right time, Dad? You're eligible to become a member of Navy Federal Credit Union. I can't hear you. Because I'm an Army veteran, our whole family can join and get great benefits, like exclusive savings and discounts. Exclusive savings and discounts! Sounds great! Also, I love you. Thank you.
All veterans and their families can join. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Hey, Coach, what are you trying to achieve in this final week of the preseason?
Well, we're trying to, keep evaluating some of the young guys we have, probably first and foremost this week, and then we're heading out on the road, so we're going to get a bunch of our veteran guys into some games here, and we want to get a real good look at our special teams, like with all of our veteran guys get them some reps in live game action before regular season starts. We've been working on that in practice quite a bit, but haven't had the whole group together to try and do that in a game situation yet.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Jared Bednar, of course, one of the longest tenured coaches in this league. Only John Cooper has a longer tenure. We're in Tampa Bay. First head coach in pro hockey history to win the Kelly Cup, the Calder Cup, and the Stanley Cup. Now 10th season of the Colorado Avalanche. There has been a lot of movement, though, around the league in terms of new head coaches. What stands out to you about this group?
Well, doesn't have to be talking. We'll see.
Yes, it does.
I think so. He's just he's been amazing to follow, and you know, a Flyers team that wants to have a much better season, and believing that he's the guy in terms of the combination of tactics and strategy and motivation.
I don't think you could find a better fit right away, because he's been engaging the media.
Yes.
He's been just dangling red meat in front of everybody in Philly. And I know he's embracing it, too.
Yes.
Jared Bednar, that was telling us before today that the Avalanche will be taking, as he alluded to, a team-building trip out to L.A. to finish the end of the preseason. The Rams, of course, are owned by the same people who own the Avalanche and the Nuggets, so they're going to get, you know, the Stan Kroenke suite at SoFi Stadium, so that'll be fun for them. Do a little golf out there.
Sometimes those moments can be so important for building just that extra level of team chemistry before the regular season begins. So nice to hear.
Holtz with the takeaway, centering pass from Lazinski, but could have been a penalty, uncalled. Avalanche moving in. Bartikov was poke checked. Adder hands it off. Shot from the outside, ricochets to the backboards. Kiviranta guides it to the back. Adder through a screen. Saved by Lindbaum. Adder drags it away from Lazinski. Tried to feed it down the wall, intercepted. Golden Knights with numbers if they hurry. Here's Holtz in over the line, and Vegas in the middle of a change. Sissons shoulder to shoulder with a Mott, and he loses out. Ben Hutton will turn the corner. Outlet for Sissons up the left wing. Dribbling into the corner on Mott. Checked off the puck. Colorado able to skate it out. Sent in around the boards. Hutton lifts it back to the blue line. Settled down by Ronbjerg. Colorado trying to keep the zone here. Korzak is on it now. Here is Jonas Ronbjerg. Will be participating in the Olympics with the Danish team. Checked hard into the corner wall. Alex Gagne right on him. Those two still locking up. Well behind the plate. I don't know if they want to engage and drop the gloves because they're jousting and cross-checking one another, and both will skate to their respective benches. And we play on. Steinberg to shoot it in.
Sean with another nice read, seeing the open ice, makes the cross-ice pass to the far boards.
See, that rough stuff, it makes it all the more impressive seeing Landeskog and what he did in the first preseason game. Steinberg shot blocked it away.
So 3-on-2 by Colorado. Starts with Deshaun with a quick up in the neutral zone.
Steinberg walks in, pad save, loose puck. Lindbaum hops on top of it, and a pileup ensues. And sticks and gloves come up. Let's see what happens here. Everybody's going to be restrained. Fleming, the goal scorer, wants to get involved.
Like, this has been the most, physical sort of battle-themed shift that we've seen throughout the game. The intensity seems to be building.
It's taken a little bit, but both teams seem to now be engaged fully in this preseason tilt. After a chance in close for Colorado. Still 2-1 Vegas.
A new era of Audi electric performance is here. Built to outperform expectations. With sleek silhouettes, lightning-fast charging, and innovative tech. This is electrifying performance. Visit your Audi dealer today and lease a new 2025 Q6 e-tron Quattro for $499 per month.
If you're making a to-do list today, make it easy on yourself. Just write down Reese's, then write down eat them, and then you're kind of done for the day.
Where are all the animals, Dad?
Don't know, kiddo. Just not our day.
It's a rare thing when someone you've been with for so long finds a way to surprise you. It's like discovering E-Trade's easy-to-use platform now comes with expert insights from Morgan Stanley to help you navigate the markets.
Mom can speak walrus?
We're surprising fans with a Twisted Tea Drop. We're celebrating fall with the smooth, refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
All right, we are 1 week away from the start of the NHL regular season. Next Tuesday, a triple header on ESPN to kick off the year. Blackhawks against the Panthers. There's your Stanley Cup banner. Penguins, Rangers, Avalanche, Kings, and then we'll be on the air on Wednesday night with a doubleheader of our own.
Very exciting. So here's how some of the battles start, and the pressure in the offensive zone by the Colorado Avalanche, just looking for each other. It's the drive to the net, and then everybody's battling for the puck. Sort of a bit of a pile. Everyone sort of picks a battle. Drury's in the heart of it. And the whole TV timeout, this didn't stop. Fleming, you talk about Fleming. He's got a little extra adrenaline after that beautiful goal that he scored. Now showing another side of his personality, going back and forth throughout that timeout, continuing their conversation.
Drury, a one-timer glove save by Lindbaum. What a setup.
What a setup. Sean, he is making play after play, moving with the puck and making very good reads on the ice of finding the open player and doing so with pace and speed. Just excellent movement, knowing where players are. He can come in and takes the shot, but instead finds the seam pass. He's been really noticeable.
Sean in his 6th professional season, 2nd year in the Colorado organization, 4 seasons with the Bruins in some capacity or another. Only 11 career NHL games. We're skating 4-on-4 after the matching roughing minors. Drury pursuing Reinhart all the way around the net. Still it's Reinhart stopping on a dime, opening up, passing across, Hutton shielding. Malinsky on him. Nice cycle from the Golden Knights here. Reinhart turns the corner, marked by Drury. Still it's Reinhart. Pick play is set, and Hutton's going to go off because of it.
Oh, and Reinhart's had a couple looks here in the offensive zone. There was one play earlier he wanted to call when he thought he could get the puck in the slot area, and this time he makes the read and is walking with it, but the call is made.
Number 17, minor penalty for interference.
The interference call on another power play opportunity, and pretty clear there. But Reinhart can't get in and get the shot he's looking for. We were talking about Sean, and we mentioned it with Malinsky, but so Sean and Malinsky are paired together. We've mentioned Malinsky's playing out of his offside, but so is Sean, because they wanted to keep Malinsky there to prepare him for the regular season. So Sean, when it's even, he's been playing on his offside. So interesting to see how he's been able to adapt quite quickly as a left-handed D, playing most of the game on the right side.
Sean, a former St. Cloud State Husky. Colorado to the power play, their 3rd. Sean quarterbacking. Colton in the circle. Sean back to Colton. One-timer, didn't get the goal. And it's cleared.
It's a good block by Magna, getting in position. Make sure that shot doesn't get through.
Brought up with speed on the right wing, Brindley. Drury, pass to the point. Sean moves in, has room. His shot saved by an aggressive Limbaugh.
You know, Brindley wanted that one. He's going slowly to the bench, but he had some great speed on the entry, as you mentioned. Positioned himself. He wanted the one-time pass. Didn't get it that time.
Limbaugh, I just watched. He asked for the referee to come over and help him with a strap on his helmet so that play didn't have to be stopped.
There you go.
That's sportsmanship. Oh, carried in, left wing. Nielsen leads the Avalanche in goal scoring this preseason along with Brindley.
And so this time it's Malinsky that makes a nice up pass to that far blue line before the attack.
Could be a hand pass here.
So just mentioned it was Malinsky on the last one, but Deshaun's having a great night. As you look at some of his plays, look at the movement, the skill that he has, fakes inside, goes towards the boards, walking to the middle on the power play to make sure he's got the right angle on the shot. With speed, beating players on the breakout, making the pass, but not stopping, making sure he's presenting himself to join the rush, just misses getting the rebound. So in many ways, he's been really involved in the play in all zones and just appears to have a really good vision on the ice, too.
Long time spent in the American Hockey League. Now in his 7th professional season. About a half-minute remaining on the Avalanche power play that entered the day 1 for 16 in the preseason. Giveaway. Rondbjerg missed the nets. Broken out here. Brindley cuts across. Looks for a target. Touch pass Malinsky. And a shot by Colton. A pretty good one. Colton to the middle looking for a deflection. Tynan picks it up. Centering pass. Penalty is up. Back to even strength. Malinsky for the point. No look pass to the outside. Tynan, goal line. Brindley to the middle. Backhanded chance for Drury. Missed the net.
Couple great looks, Alex. This whole attack started.
This shot hits the post.
When Brindley entered the zone with speed.
Took him a little while, but he's been noticeable this second period. Tynan trying to round the corner. He'll chip the puck in. Knocked ahead by Rondbjerg. Deflected in. Oliver gets it deep. Steinberg is on it. Vegas able to sort that out and leave the zone. Lazinski to the outside. Pass intended for Holtz, broken up. Side of the net, and this one wouldn't be tucked in by Rondbjerg.
Yeah.
Lazinski battling. Final minute of the second. Braden Bowman unable to win the battle. Step up at the red line. Nearly kept it in the Golden Knights' favor. Megna gets around Christopher Setoff. Undrafted out of the WHL. 44 for Vegas. Golden Knights with a cross-ice pass. No icing. And both teams complete changes. 25 seconds. Golden Knights leading this preseason game 2-1. With a week to go until the NHL regular season. Centering pass doesn't reach Polar. To the back it goes. Touch pass. Adder pulls the trigger. Knocked down in traffic. Rabanitz unable to clear. 5 seconds. Settled down by Adder. Can he get a shot? Feeds it across. Long attempt is wide of the target from Middleton. And that takes us to the end of 2.
Well, Alex, it's been the Colorado Avalanche that has had most of the offensive pressure here at the last few minutes of the second period. And the one element of sustained pressure we saw, this is the speed from Brindley on his entry, then finds the high player. And that's just the first of many attempts that they made. So an example of how valuable his speed can be. Some good reads by him on the half wall, you know, going from the half wall down. And this is the post that Colton gets. But again, just some nice plays by Brindley to show the importance of speed and what it can do for you.
20 years of age, he'll turn 21 on October 5th. When we come back to Denver, we've been talking about Gabe Landeskog and his return to the Avalanche during the regular season. More on his road back to the NHL when we come back.
Fanapt iloperidone is approved for adults with bipolar 1 disorder with acute mixed or manic episodes. Unlike some drugs for bipolar 1 disorder, nausea, vomiting, and restlessness are not common with Fanapt. Fanapt may be associated with serious side effects. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis treated with antipsychotics are at increased risk of stroke or death. Fanapt is not approved for elderly with dementia-related psychosis. Fanapt prolongs the QT interval and may be associated with abnormal heart rhythm or sudden death. In 5% or more of people in clinical trials, heart rate increases, dizziness, hypotension, weight gain, dry mouth, stuffy nose, sleepiness, and increases in liver enzymes have been observed. These are not all the side effects. Talk to your prescriber and learn more at fanapt.com. By Vanda Pharmaceuticals.
Influencers aren't new.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
In 1941, Jeep wrote the book on four-wheel drive.
Years later, the Jeep brand is still influencing. Some create trends. We create our own trail. Some send a smiling emoji. We smile for real.
Don't call it a comeback.
Jeep, there's only one.
Right now, during the Jeep Drive into Fall event, purchase and get 0% financing for 60 months on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Hurry, this great offer ends September 30th.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can it keep me warm when I'm cold?
Wait, no, I'm always hot.
Sleep Number does that.
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Sleep Number does that. Your ideal firmness and effortless comfort all night.
Can it help us sleep better and better?
Please.
Sleep Number does that. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
And Doug.
Are you here for Tracy?
We're here for everyone. Limo and I help people save hundreds by customizing car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
We ordered a limo, not a limo.
Oh, yeah. We do that, too.
The limo?
At your service. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hey, Doc. You're gonna get kicked in the teeth.
You scared?
Oh, my God! Stop!
Mayday.
Jake, we got an abandoned ship.
My God.
Deadliest Catch on its new night, Fridays at 8 on Discovery.
So what's got you down today, sir?
I can't see anything.
Have you tried just moving your hands away from your eyes?
I can see.
I don't know what that is.
Season 3 of Smiling Friends premieres Sunday at 11:30 on Adult Swim. Next day on HBO Max.
2-1 Vegas after 40 minutes. Welcome back to Colorado, where Gabriel Landeskog continues to be one of the biggest stories heading into the season. He says his body feels really good right now. A little rusty, but that's to be expected. It is a preseason, but mentally he's feeling great right now. He knows his body can hold up, as we saw in the playoffs last season. That was a big hurdle for him. It really is a remarkable story considering his comeback last year in the playoffs after missing nearly 3 years on the ice.
Well, it would take a mountain or men to move me.
Yeah, I feel good. I feel good. I feel like calm, collected, in control so far. Trouble falling asleep last night, naturally. Mind is just racing, and a part of it was like, how am I supposed to feel? You know, we've gone for so long thinking about what this day was going to be like or what this was going to feel like. And everything I was feeling and everything I was thinking was I just kept going back over the journey.
up, man? Welcome back.
I wasn't really nervous. I felt very in control and calm and, hey, everything that's going to happen is going to be okay, and, you know, calm before the storm in a way. Warm-ups was electric. Man, when I look over and saw Melissa, Linnea, and Luke on the glass, I mean, that was as close as I got to breaking it completely. You know, if I would have allowed myself to, I could have sat there in front of 20,000 people and just cried on the ice.
And at left wing, from Stockholm, Sweden, number 92, Game. You just sitting
And I just remember feeling very grateful for it all, excited for the opportunity to be able to do what I love. Game 3 was like unlocking the mind and unlocking the feeling of having to hold back was just to go. Let's rip the Band-Aid off. Let's get back in the battle. Let's do this.
Yeah, here we go. By his old teammate. Sticks and gloves get up.
Been waiting for this, boys. Long time. I like this.
I mean, I have been waiting for it. It's an exciting time, but Game 4 was more like, okay, we know the knee's holding up. You're prepared, you're ready, go play. Today better than yesterday, tomorrow better than today. Yeah, puck went down in our zone. Brock Nelson picks it up. I was kind of hanging out as he's flying up the boards. And then all of a sudden he makes a couple moves, gets past a couple of the Dallas Stars players. I just try to find a quiet area in the middle of the ice. I figured, honestly, I hadn't been shooting the puck much, so I had to let one rip. He gives it to me right in the sweet spot. You just kind of black out.
Brock Nelson is wide. Brock Nelson finds Landeskog.
It really is an incredible story. To learn more about Landeskog's recovery, you can catch all 6 episodes of A Clean Sheet on HBO Max right now. Coming up, we'll hear from Colton Sissons with his Golden Knights, up by 1 after 40.
The fact that this Reese's ad showed up at this exact moment proves that your devices are listening to your stomach.
This is Buick, now. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR on these 2025 Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $3,000 allowance on Encore GX.
With so many choices on Booking.com, like this waterfront hotel, even Yankees fans are loving Boston.
Oh, no.
We're just keeping tabs on arrivals.
While enjoying your hotel's view of the harbor.
Is that what that is?
And their well-reviewed clam chowder.
That's all they had.
Yeah.
And are those your kids dressed as Boston lobstermen?
Not our kids.
We're not?
Hun.
With millions of possibilities, you can be a fan of any U.S. city. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
We're surprising fans with a Twisted Tea drop. We're celebrating fall with the smooth, refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Boundaries are healthy. That's why I set my phone to Do Not Disturb when I'm shopping at Kohl's.
Silence your phone. Kohl's Friends and Family Sale is on. Save 20% on fines for you and your family. Plus, earn Kohl's Cash at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
I've been all over this world. I ain't ever seen no magic like this.
What is this place?
We'll see the world side by side.
I think I'm ready for something new. Where are we going? Where else? We have to go home.
Watch this.
Let's face it, what a time to be making a hockey show.
Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped.
Let's know what they're in for here.
Here we are.
How scared are you guys? How scared are you?
What keeps you motivated?
I think winning. I don't really know any different.
All right, welcome back, Colton. You know, your coach was telling us before the game that he really wants an imposing fourth line this season. How do you factor into that?
Yeah, I mean that's a role that I've played in my career so far, and obviously that can play a big key factor in a hockey season, and especially down the stretch in the playoffs when things get heavy and things get hard. So that's something that I'm definitely comfortable with, and if he sees that fit, that would be great.
Yeah, it's an interesting mix tonight, too, with young vets, or older vets, I should say, younger players. What's been your message to some of these guys throughout the preseason?
I think we're just trying to communicate the best we can. Obviously, there's a lot of new faces and not a ton of experience out here, so just making the game as easy as possible, trying to beat each other's eyes a little bit definitely helps, but they're doing a good job. We're in a good spot.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Definitely in a good spot. Colton Sissons and the Golden Knights up by 1 after 40 minutes. When we come back to Colorado, it's the third period with Alex and Jen.
Eyes over Baghdad.
Wednesday, it's Dynamite's 6th year anniversary.
Death Riders, you still haven't learned.
And the card is epic.
Somebody step up to me that is worthy.
The 6th year anniversary of Wednesday Night Dynamite. Live at 8 on TBS and now streaming on HBO Max.
How does Freshpet make healthy food for dogs? The same way you make healthy food for people. Start here.
On farms like mine.
Plant the seeds, tend to the soil, feed the animals. Harvest fresh.
Ship it fresh.
And craft it into recipes that are vet-developed and protein-packed. Then when people tell you,
we can't put dog food in our fridges,
you build your own. Because your dog deserves fresh, healthy food just like you. Freshpet. Healthy food fresh from the fridge.
That guard dog sure is lucky he has Simply Safe.
Word on the street is that Simply Safe has proactive monitoring. The AI outdoor camera can alert live agents of a crime before it starts, not after, unlike other security systems.
Stop. This is Simply Safe. Police are on the way.
Must be nice.
Shh. Keep it down. I'm trying to nap here. Simply Safe. Real security stops crime before it starts.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Check their new game day fit. Oh, snap. DirecTV got hot.
That's right. DirecTV is flexing with all those pro and college games at your fingertips. This ain't your dad's cable, son. It's couture.
Okay, thank you so much. I was about to say that. It's couture.
Who's ready for a deal?
Now you can order a footlong in the Subway app and get another for just $1. That's right, Subway MVP Rewards members. Just $1. Get your favorite sub plus one. Subway. Eat fresh, feel good.
Compliments of the chef.
Oh?
He was so glad that he had emergency roadside service with Geico. And since they saved his bacon, he presents to you a bacon tart flambe. With Vic.
Mate, look, I don't need special treatment. I'm just happy that he's happy.
You're too humble, Mr. Gecko. Which is why we also present to you, and I don't need special treatment, run-of-the-mill grilled cheese.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Get more savings in service. Get more with Geico.
Need a new mattress but confused by all the options? We understand that so many choices can make mattress shopping overwhelming. And our sleep experts have the extensive training, unrivaled know-how, and advanced tools to match you with a perfect mattress. And right now, save up to $700 on Sealy, plus get a free adjustable base. So for the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy.
The National Hockey League reserves all rights to this broadcast, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the National Hockey League is prohibited.
1 week until the regular season gets underway. A triple-header on ESPN next Tuesday. Panthers will raise another Stanley Cup banner. Penguins, Rangers, the Mike Sullivan Bowl, if you will. And then the Avalanche will visit the Los Angeles Kings. For us on TNT next Wednesday, it's our first doubleheader of the season. We'll have the Bruins and the Capitals. Of course, Ovechkin chasing 900 goals. Wayne Gretzky will be with us on site in Las Vegas. The boys will be on site for the late game as the Kings battle the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas up 2-1 on Colorado. Alex Faust, Jen Botterill here with you. Nabil Kareem is ringside. 2 goals for the Golden Knights came about in very different ways.
Very different ways, and perhaps that's what we should expect from this team this season. And we heard from Bruce Cassidy, he wants his team to play a more direct style of hockey, and that's how they scored their first goal of the game. And you look at a simple play, it's a nice play in the neutral zone to step up, then it's a bank pass. That's not fancy, and then you have guys driving to the net to make sure. This is Coughlin that makes a couple nice plays. Then you have 3 players in front, so not fancy. But the Fleming goal, that's a little fancier. When we get to the regular season, it might be Marner, it might be Eichel that's making the toe drag. But I feel like you're seeing the 2 different ways that this team could attack and could score goals.
Golden Knights coming off another division title, 107 points last season. Of course, the big splash acquisition was Mitch Marner coming over from the Toronto Maple Leafs. We'll see what the chemistry looks like in the early going. Jack Eichel may feature a line on opening night. And actually for the Golden Knights, the next couple games are basically doing their dress rehearsal with what they expect to be pretty close to their opening night roster over the next 2 games.
Interesting to see where they play Marner. And we mentioned a couple of Bruce Cassidy's comments about his one-touch passing. And he says, well, Eichel has typically played with other players who might like to hang on to the puck a bit longer, whether that's Stone, whether he played with Marchessault in the past, just different styles where they like the puck on their stick a little more. Marner likes to play a little more quickly in the one-touch passing. And Alex, you see it. I mean, look at the point production. I mean, one of the best in the NHL right now for point production. His career high last season in assists and points. Just a smart player who can play a very fast game in terms of puck movement to find players he's playing with.
Finished his Leafs tenure top 10 in Toronto's all-time scoring list. 4 straight 25-goal seasons. And what will he do in a different market, different system? Colorado offside to the attacking line. And different media attention. I mean, you live in Toronto, Jen. You know just how, when you're there, you're in a fishbowl at all times. And it'll be a very different situation in Las Vegas.
And Marner's comments have certainly been on how much he's looking forward to this for himself, but certainly his family as well, to have a great lifestyle and how welcoming the whole organization has been for him. And yes, very, very different. I mean, in Toronto, all kinds of attention, a lot of great attention for kids and fans that love the way he played, but some negativity if the team wasn't getting the results that they wanted or getting as far as they wanted in the playoffs, and he shouldered a lot of that pressure and criticism. And so I think he's very excited for this phase of his career.
Shot by Malinsky, rebound put wide. Malinsky with speed off the rush, and Tristan Nielsen nearly potted the rebound. Malinsky with Nielsen poked away. Nielsen pursues along the wall, stripped by Hutton, and the Golden Knights will clear back to the red line. Sam Malinsky been playing that left side all night. Bank pass. Gushin enters on left wing. He has TJ Tynan with him. Fed to the back. One-timer Middleton missed the net. Wrap chance from Poland shut down. Middleton again. That gets the goal. Rebound available. Jason Poland pockets the loose change to tie the game.
And this was a result of consistent pressure by the Avalanche. It's first Malinsky coming in. He gets the shot, and the rebound is there for Nielsen. And this time it's the pressure in the offensive zone. Middleton with a hard shot from the point. The nice move by Gushin that just gets in front of the slot area. But you're seeing three guys pressuring in, and nice timing by Poland to come in and bury that one. But it was Middleton who made some good plays at the point there to establish that. But that was some good pressure by the Colorado Avalanche.
And that first rush from Malinsky, we've had the spotlight on all night, yes, carrying the puck with a purpose into the attacking zone.
Well, and that's what they want to see from him, is that he can be a great skater, and he has to be because of his size, to use his strengths to his advantage. So, you know what, Malinsky earlier in that same shift, he made a smart bank pass out of to make sure that their team got the breakout before all that offensive zone pressure time. So, just great reads from him, and they want him to be able to jump into the play. A great example of the confidence that he can have with the puck and creating some of those offensive zone opportunities.
Undrafted out of Cornell a couple of years ago.
And that's a nice story for players, right? That, as I always say, like, delay doesn't mean denial for players. So earlier in his, late teenage years and early 20s, not getting the looks or the potential for a professional career in the NHL, but then played well at the NCAA level and matured, and certainly in defense too. Sometimes it takes a couple extra years for players to have the experience to read the play in the game the right way, and he's come through and certainly played well for the Avalanche, and now has the potential for even a bigger role with the team this season.
3-on-2 for Colorado with their offside. A little delay from Felber at the attacking line and through the play offside. That's actually, we've been talking about the new CBA and a lot of the new things that are coming about. At the amateur level, there have been some seismic changes as well, with NCAA allowing guys who have played major junior in Canada, which has opened the door for guys to extend their amateur careers a little bit longer.
Well, absolutely. And I just feel like that can benefit so many players, because to play, there aren't many Connor Bedard's that can come in and play at this level at 18 years old, or come in and play at 19 years old. So I think it's going to be great for the game of hockey for them to develop an experience, and then you're getting the best of the best. And so for overall development for those players at those years, I think great decisions for them to have and experiences for them to have.
And let's be clear too, for players that used to make a decision, I go to Canada or I go to college hockey, sometimes it's a decision that they regret later on. Well, they can't reverse it.
No, and for not only for the athletes, or when families had to make those decisions. Right. And some parents don't know the landscape or what will be best for their son at that age. So I think it's nice now to relieve that pressure of the decision making.
Take a look on the bench. It looks like Jordan Papirny took a puck.
Yeah, while he was on the bench.
Wow. Papirny, who has spent most of his career in the ECHL, never played an NHL regular season game. Brought in to back up here tonight. Again, Vegas is going with their third string in Lindbaum. Aiden Hill and Akira Schmid, the top two. Banked off the near boards, out of the reach of Nielsen. Golden Knights will counter. Bowman sent across. Here comes Bardakov. Tracked the whole way by Coughlin. Ben Hutton behind the Vegas net.
We saw a couple of instances for Bardakov. I mean, he gets a nice shot on net, then some physical play afterwards, and that's what they see, the skill, but also the strength and the size and the physicality he can bring.
24 years old, pretty good goal scorer in Russia. Walensky delays and connects with Tynan. TJ Tynan on the backhand, trapped by Lindbaum. Nabil, you have more on the Golden Knights goaltender?
Yeah, absolutely. Last year was a real learning experience for Carl Lindbaum. He said his first year playing in North America was a lot different from Sweden, especially because of the smaller rink. And admittedly, it took him some time to adjust to the dimensions. Lindbaum's biggest takeaways were the faster pace and the play being more direct towards the net, which meant dealing with layers of traffic in front. Now, what really helped him last season was his growing friendship with Akira Schmid. He said both were learning on the fly in Henderson, so it really helped to have someone to lean on, guys.
No doubt. Wait, the transition is not easy for any player, but a goaltender, too. 22. 7th round pick from the Golden Knights a couple of years ago. Colorado out shooting Vegas 5-0 in this period. Feels like that's a carryover from the second. And direct pass in front of the intended target, and icing is called against the Avalanche.
You see Sean there. He's just even saying, you know what, that was my mistake, my bad. But I like the assertive decision. He just misses the guy on the player on the far blue line. But to me, that was a nice, aggressive play. You know, doesn't hold on to the puck for too long. Just tries to get the puck up the ice, and that's what you need to prove. You can play at a fast pace. I think also, you guys we've spoken about a bit for the Colorado Avalanche, Sean and Brindley, both playing with speed and pace. And when they have a lot to prove, play to some of your strengths. And if moving the puck and if skating is one of your biggest strengths, I think they've been able to do so very, very well. And under pressure for them on big opportunities to showcase the talent that you have. Another nice entry by a Sean.
He's with them on the rush. Tynan is forced to the near wall. Cranked in by Steinberg. And Colorado will make a change. 5 minutes into the third period in a tie game here in Denver. Aiden Korzak hands it off. Nice look to enter. Steinberg comes over to cut off Cataford. Here comes Colorado. Steinberg, left side, pad save Lindbaum. And a big collision away from the puck. Looks like Attard and Cataford both shaken up.
I think it was an innocent, I think, collision where unsuspecting players collided.
Whistle here on an offside.
There's Cataford having a quick chat on the bench to make sure everything's all right. And they just sort of clipped each other in these, so hopefully they're okay. But skating through that neutral zone, and just it's hard to noticing him at the last second, trying to brace for it. It looks like he got the roughest of that collision, and he's on the way to the room.
Attard, who's scheduled to begin the season in the American Hockey League for Colorado. Last appeared in an NHL game 2 years ago, but in distress and headed to training room.
So one more
puck out in front, they score. Colton. Drury was on it, but Brindley created it. (3-2) Colorado.
And Colton and Drury involved, but the player that made it all happen was Brindley. Huge burst of speed that he has on this entry, just absolutely flying in. Drury's trying to get the inside positioning, but it's Brindley that's there first. What an effort by Drury. Looks like a one-handed pass between the legs, and then he gets Colton flying in on the slot area. I always love that, the players passing along a little appreciation to his line mates for making that happen. So just really nice effort by both Drury and Brindley to make that happen for Colton.
Well, we've seen that motor for Brindley a couple of times now.
Definitely.
2 goals inside of 4 minutes to one another for Colorado, and they have a 3-2 lead. The Knights send it in. But for Gavin Brindley, trying to make an impression, he has certainly done so tonight. He's 20 years of age, second-round pick of the Columbus Blue Jackets a couple of years ago out of the University of Michigan.
You've got to think, too, for him, no question he's earning the trust from the organization. And whether it's for this season or for a little further in the future, demonstrating he can play.
With speed, here's Gushin. Pretty good looking chance. Scoring wise, Brindley will not get a secondary assist. Play was broken up with a poke check, but the video is pretty clear.
Well, and Alex, that's the second time because he did get a second assist on the earlier goal as well, because he made the smart play on the boards for the clear on their first goal of the game.
Looking down to see how many points he has tonight. It's 0.
But hugely valuable plays on 2 of the goals they've scored tonight.
Megna right on, saved and covered by Limbaugh. At the very least, Brindley is +1 on the night. The Avalanche, with 2 goals in the third period, have taken the lead. Scramble out in front, capitalized on by Poland. And then Ross Colton make it 3-2.
SandCloud chose the Capital One Spark Cash Plus card. Their business earns unlimited 2% cash back on everything they buy. They get big purchasing power so their business can spend more and earn more. What's in your wallet?
Welcome to Dave & Buster's Game Day HQ, the best place to watch every play. 10 wings for $10. Nice move. Watch every game with Game Day deals at Dave & Buster's.
Confession's not for God's sake. If you want to be forgiven, all you have to do is ask. Everything happens for a reason. I'm gonna make reason.
Hockey is back.
Back to work, guys. Let's have a start.
Here we go, boys.
Oh, you think I'm scared?
Star-studded.
You better be ready.
Everybody's back.
There's a lot of personalities on that panel.
I'm just fire base.
I'm gonna key your card, buddy.
Unbelievable. Oh, we are ready to go. Boys, this should be great.
Inside the NHL, is back, taking you deeper behind the scenes than ever before. Watch the new season October 3rd, only on Prime Video. 3-2 Colorado here in Denver. Alex Faust, Jen Botterill, Nabil Kareem here with you. Showcase for some of the depth guys for both of these teams, who will crank it into full bore mode over the next couple days before opening night next Tuesday. Vegas has already taken their preseason team bonding trip. That's the Bill Foley special of going to his ranch in Montana.
Yes, very nice. What's your guess, Alex? Eichel and Marner playing together to start the season?
You have to figure, right?
To start that way, but Bruce Cassidy was non-committal. If that was, you have to see how it all works. Fun to have choices like that.
Right.
Of which combinations you want to pull together for players that are that elite.
Colorado, of course, they're going to have a pretty good goal scorer at their disposal once again. Here comes Megna, delaying, passing across. Bringing back Brock Nelson. Signed a 3-year extension to remain in Colorado. Middleton fishing for the puck. Oliver in the corner, checked by Korzak, keeps on ticking. His pass cut off. And Sissons will skate it out. I think it's kind of wild. You think back to the complete overhaul that Colorado did midstream last season. Swapping out both goaltenders and then making a bunch of moves ahead of the deadline. Shot from the circle wide of the target by Reinhart. He was as close to a mid-season overhaul as you'll see in the NHL. Drury battling for the puck here. Of course, he came over from Carolina in the Rantanen trade.
And that's what you think about how emotional it was for everybody, the Rantanen trade.
Cole Reinhart hands it off in transition. Holtz circles the net, centering pass off the skate of Malinsky. Holtz gets it back, feeds Hutton at the blue line. Tried to filter a pass into the circle. It didn't reach Reinhart, finishing the hit there on Colton. When that front it comes, and Bartikov secures it. Malinsky absorbs the hit, makes the play. Nielsen guides it around the boards. And this puck will leave the zone.
You know, Nielsen made the smart play, I guess. Kiviranta wanted it in front of the net, and he opted to go for the safer play behind the net, but then he didn't sort of create a chance that they may have had he put it in front.
Sent in by Rondeau.
This player, certainly in this situation, got a balance. What's the risk and the reward, and is it worth it? You guys like to see them go for it. They think they can make the seam pass across.
Wyatt Amott trying to break camp with the Avalanche for the first time, wearing number 5 for Colorado. 2 games with the Avs last season. Minnesota State Maverick. Colasar.
Alex, one more note on the shot. Even a simple play he just makes D to D. He does a quick fake like he's going to pass to the boards, then just goes D to D to create just even it's a fraction of a second more time for his D partner.
Well, sometimes, you know this, Jen, you go into a game thinking you're going to see one guy and you have your focus on him, and then somebody else stands out.
Yes.
Sean has done that tonight.
Most definitely. Playing with a high level of confidence and poise.
Dumped in by the Golden Knights out of the reach of Sissons. Holtz lines up his man. That's Malinsky. Hard on the forecheck for Vegas. A scramble out of the corner. Colorado able to move this puck back to the red line. Megna hurdles over a stick. And he has a teammate with him, getting a return pass from Felleber. The redirect goes high and wide. Bowman unable to catch up to it. Colorado possesses once again. Just over 8.5 to go. Shot off the stick of Coughlin. Reaches the glass. Bowman. Get this one deep for the Golden Knights. Pursuit from Joe Fleming. Onto the back. Reinhart shot zip wide. Gagne up the boards, not out. Fleming is there. Cole Reinhart, who scored his first NHL goal late last season, walking to the net front on a power move. Trent Miner, the pad save. Fleming knocking into Gavin Brindley in front of the Colorado bench. Golden Knights right back in. The Mets back the whole way by Gagne. And Miner has the puck as sticks and gloves come up. Well, some rough stuff as the game has progressed. But the Avalanche still with the lead here in this preseason matchup in Denver.
Nobody's born with grit.
Rose is really struggling.
It's something you build over time.
It's 21 missed cuts in a row.
For 89 years, Morgan Stanley has offered clients determination and forward thinking to create the future only you can see.
Rose, back in the winner's circle.
Room for 6 full-size passions. The Lexus TX 3-row luxury. A car that doesn't elevate everyone's experience is a car that stops short of amazing.
Eczema isn't the same for everyone, but with Ebglyss, people with moderate to severe eczema can have real results, like skin that's still more clear at 1 year.
Don't use if you're allergic to Ebglyss. Allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Ebglyss. Before starting Ebglyss, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
Ask your doctor about once-monthly Ebglyss.
All right, welcome back to Colorado. Before the break, Alex and Jen were talking about Brock Nelson, and there could be something special brewing between him and Gabriel Landeskog. The two played just under 50 minutes together during the playoffs. It's a small sample size, but the numbers were impressive during that time. Their line outscored opponents 4-2 during those minutes, but generated so much more. Now, shots are one thing, but it's the opportunities created off the rush and the cycle that really stood out. They tripled their opponents in both of those categories. Could make for a deadly second line this season, guys.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see for a follow-up what Brock Nelson does in his second season here in Colorado.
So he came in and played really well and certainly got settled, right? And that was one thing that Jared Bednar told us before the game, too. He's looking forward to seeing these guys in a full season with this organization.
Nelson also part of the Four Nations group in the United States. Traded ahead of the deadline last year from the Islanders to the Avalanche. Here's Kolosov. Second effort from the Golden Knights, keeping the zone here. Swatted away from Verbanets. Picked up by the Avalanche. It looked like Brindley got hooked, no call. Molinski, tight turn along the boards. He has Drury with him. Molinski pulls it around the stick of Coghlan, stayed with him, bumped together with him, jarred the puck free, and the Golden Knights have room to exit. Stand up at the defensive line. Keaton Middleton will try to spring the break, couldn't connect with Kiviranta cleanly. Kiviranta wedged off the puck. Golden Knights will exit their zone. 6.5 remaining. Colorado looking to get to 4-0 this preseason. Now 15 goals in 4 preseason games included tonight. There's Holtz with room for the circle off the stick of Middleton and wide. Holtz will get another look. Walk out of the corner. Alexander Holtz across. Skate to stick. Kemets firing from the perimeter. Didn't get the goal. Cataford walks out, turns, fires, pad save, Minor, loose puck, jabbed after by Holtz, couldn't connect cleanly. And Minor and the Avalanche withstanding the Golden Knights, and a couple of good chances. Slotted up the boards, Gushin, nobody home. Stand up in the neutral zone by Poland, denying a clean exit.
Well, great to hear from the Bill on sort of the Nelson and Landeskog chemistry. And we're talking about Landeskog earlier, too, and fight the preseason, getting point production, showing some fun leadership, too, earlier this season, answering phone calls of the press in the press room. So, I don't know, you can see how much joy he has to be back with the team, around the guys he's talking about, but also having a little fun along the way.
The goaltender's getting to work out here in this preseason game. Trent Minor facing a bit of a barrage in that last sequence, holding his ground with a pad save. And Carl Lindbaum on the other side with this save on Poland.
just 49 keys inside a metal thing from 1958. Or it's the first step to becoming a writer, and your book gets turned into a movie by your favorite director, aka new best friend. Or becoming a chef who makes croissant nigiri. Or starting a travel scene that takes you from South America to Scandinavia to, hi.
Oh, visa.
Whatever you want to be, one step can take you everywhere you want to be.
We're surprising fans with a Twisted Tea drop. We're celebrating fall with the smooth, refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Come on, Kane, start to finish, baby, start to finish.
Put in work.
Start to finish, start to finish.
Start, I never stop.
This season is going to be a wild ride.
We are trying really hard to get you Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, but there is only so much we can do here. You're gonna have to meet us halfway. Well, the whole way, actually.
With Lanny back, having Burns in the room, I think it's great. It's going to be great for our room and just, you know, the everyday grind of NHL.
Hey, Eric, we're in the middle of the press. Well, he'll call you back. Okay. All right. Bye.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.
Whose phone was it?
Oh, I love that. You brought that up, Jen. That was such a great moment at the beginning of training camp, Leah.
Oh, when you first see it, he's like, oh, he's got to make sure he's all set because McKinnon's talking, right? And then he's going to take it upon himself to make sure he's answering phone calls for all the press. Oh, good for him.
I watched back the Clean Sheet documentary.
Yes.
And just an incredible story of perseverance to have him back. Hutton shoots. Oh, that's blocked out high. That's a tough one to take for Steinberg, who's slow to get to his feet. Reinhardt shot gets to goal. Save Minor. Rebound loose. And swept away.
They clear the zone. I was amazed at the honesty that we saw from Landeskog throughout that piece. And really took people through that journey with him and how difficult it was. You see there, that was a tough block.
Ronnie Adder, by the way, we heard was not returning to this game for Colorado. Matthew Steinberg is going to get some attention from the training staff for the Avalanche. Final 4 minutes here in Denver. Golden Knights looking for a tying goal here. Rondier battling in the corner, spun around by Gagne, Bedford, New Hampshire native. Still it's Gagne who rips the puck away. Angled up the boards, deflected in, no icing.
Brindley gets a piece of it, and he stretches the zone that time. He sees his defenseman has puck possession, and instead of clogging up that far side of the ice, Brindley goes to the red line, gets the puck deep, and goes for a change.
Nielsen tried to dangle his way through Korczak on the goal line. Golden Knights defenseman stayed with him. Sean up on the forecheck. Just about 3 minutes to go. There is a shot. He's handled himself quite well tonight. A couple different ways.
Oh, most definitely, Alex. And you saw him with some physicality there along the boards. And you see more of him skating through, and making good decisions while he's skating with the puck, but also showing that he can have strong plays along the wall.
Sissons battling in the corner. Lost out initially. Second effort from Braden Bowman. The Knights along the boards, try to work it to the middle. It's broken up by Poland. Numbers for Colorado. Tynan tried to slip it to the net front. He had Gushin breaking. Sissons ties up with Gushin in the corner. Just over 2 minutes to go. And the Golden Knights need to get this puck out of their zone to try and pull Lindbaum. Kemetz. This puck is out of play with 1:56 to go. Well, of course, the NHL is partnering with the Matthew Perry Foundation, donating $50 for each goal scored this year. Already preseason. Look at this. All the money raised. 4 days left in the NHL preseason. Goals for Recovery campaign has already scored big. We got another 5 goals on the board here tonight, so another $250 added to the till. That's awesome. Off the draw, Golden Knights control. Lindbaum was inching out of his crease there. Coughlin unable to gain the red line. Colorado has iced it, and so they will move the faceoff back in the Avs zone. That will give Vegas a chance to pull Lindbaum, and the Golden Knights can practice the 6-on-5.
Brindley he was trying to apply some pressure at the red line there.
Empty net for Vegas. Tanner Lazinski on this faceoff, former Ohio State Buckeye. Goes up against Jack Drury. Drury wins it back. And it'll be lifted out by Gagne. Hutton on a quick up. Turned into the attacking zone. Gagne looking at the empty net. It's off sticks. Hutton banks it in from behind the red line. No icing. Miner handles the puck. Hands it off for Gagne. Golden Knights keep the zone. Hutton down the boards. Holtz stripped to the puck. Gagne is on it. Back behind the net. Molinski moves it quickly. Not quick enough. Kept by Coughlin. 6-on-5. Empty net for Vegas. Late in the going. Holtz to the back. Hutton back down the wall for Holtz. Holtz to Hutton. On for Coughlin. Touch pass. Hutton the drive into traffic. Miner got a piece. Tied up along the boards. Final minute. Drury digging for the puck. Lazinski there for the Golden Knights. 3-a-side battle in the puck. Glued to the kick plates. Fans appreciating the compete level along the boards. 35 seconds. Golden Knights unable to pry it free. Drury keeps it along the wall. Molinski engaged in the battle. Finally moved along to the corner. Colton clears, not out. Coughlin fanned on the shot. Drury will softly play this out of the zone. Will it reach for icing? No. 15 seconds. Headman pass doesn't reach the intended target. Reinhart step checked at the red line by Kiviranta. 5 seconds left. One last shot to the empty net. Bullseye. Kiviranta. And the Avalanche will get to 4-0 in this preseason.
Kiviranta gets the empty netter to seal the deal, but really good work by the Colorado Avalanche when they're down 6-on-5. The Golden Knights had a lot of time in the offensive zone. The Avalanche kept rotating and tried to keep as much of the puck possession time to the outside, and eventually it was the pass by Magna over to Kiviranta for the empty netter. And certainly credit to the line prior to that for the hard work in the defensive zone.
That'll do it. A strong preseason for the Colorado Avalanche continues. And Trent Miner, sturdy in goal for the Avs here tonight.
Absolutely. Well, we saw from the Vegas Golden Knights a couple different ways they could score with finesse, but also a more direct style of play for them. But it was the Colorado Avalanche with more sustained pressure and speed. And to me, Alex, the two standout players for the Avalanche had to be Brindley and Ashawn. In both playing with a lot of speed, a lot of confidence with the puck, and creating opportunities for those they were on the ice with.
These two teams will do battle tomorrow night with rosters that will far better reflect what the opening night look will be for each club. But for tonight, some of the youngsters for Colorado got a chance to show out. Our final score: Avalanche 4, Golden Knights 2. Next week on TNT, our first doubleheader of the season. Bruins, Capitals, and then the Kings and the Golden Knights. Coverage starts at 6 p.m. For Nabil Kareem, Jennifer Bottle, and our TNT Sports crew, this is Alex Faust bidding you a good night from Denver. We'll see you next Wednesday for the NHL on TNT.
What keeps you motivated at this stage of your career?
I think winning. I don't really know any different.
A successful shindig doesn't happen by accident. It's a choice. Walmart Plus members get free delivery on more than just groceries, so I can order up Gouda and a good time! Who knew? Who knew? The world is your oyster.
Who knew? Who knew?
My focaccia calls.
Whoa, Walmart Plus lets you choose from 2 streaming services?
Choice is everything.
Who knew? Who knew?
Become a member who knows better with Walmart Plus.
SandCloud chose the Capital One Spark Cash Plus card. Their business earns unlimited 2% cash back on everything they buy. They get big purchasing power so their business can spend more and earn more. What's in your wallet?
Ponvory is approved for the treatment of relapsing forms of multiple sclerosis in adults. Ponvory lowers the number of white blood cells, lymphocytes, in your blood. Usually, this will return to normal within 1 to 2 weeks of stopping treatment. Ponvory can increase your risk of serious infections that can be life-threatening and may cause death. Ponvory can cause your heart rate to slow down, especially after you take your first dose. Do not take Ponvory if in the last 6 months you had a heart attack, unstable angina, stroke, or other severe heart conditions, including certain types of abnormal heart rhythm. The most common side effects of Ponvory include upper respiratory tract infections, elevated liver enzymes, and high blood pressure. Starting treatment with Ponvory will begin with the starter pack. Ask your doctor about Ponvory or visit ponvory.com to learn more. By Vanda Pharmaceuticals.
$7 for a coffee? Nah. How about Sonic Salted Caramel Toffee Iced Coffee with cold foam for only $2.99? It's the fancy without the pricey. Better yet, try it for free with any purchase in the Sonic app.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks. Like the rugged Colorado. The highly capable Silverado 1500. The powerful Silverado HD. And the uncompromising Silverado EV. With the off-road ready Trail Boss family, dependability comes standard. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
I have Tourette syndrome.
I have no idea where my kicking tick came from.
She punches me in the...
I had to do that.
Balin Out Loud returns next Tuesday at 9. See it first on TLC.
In October, every player wants to turn his story into history.
Postseason baseball on TBS.
Dominic Toretto, you are hereby sentenced to serve 25 years to life at the Lompoc Maximum Security Prison System without the possibility of early parole.